Why am I not getting sound? Oh, I'm gonna have to reset this whole thing. Of course, you're playing on the new map.
He set up with a gate crash that would let him get back to elbow.
Okay.
Eyes on West Side here, someone who we've been tracking very closely as a top performer already in this 8 rounds. Was it not able to obscure that field of view somewhat?
Only took us 4 years, and we're finally back.
They're going to fully commit. So they got 4 players here heading on towards Yard, which is the only left back towards mid. Here's the Nightfall coming through. Narrate deals with Cloud. That's the eventual peak into mid dealt with.
Are we back? Jesus, finally.
Some elbow control being
I don't know what happened on our internet.
Steady. There's a relay ball catching on the Robinho. He's struggling in this game. Narrate doubles down. West Side out of the picture now. The close vicinity of the A side's been cleared. And Flickless walks headlong into an up shot.
That was simply the perfectly placed recon bolt from Second. That connected onto both
and then I had a tech coming out too.
Their re-entry after being
I think it has something to do with my
so heavily by a really significant ultimate that Cloud threw out. That connected onto everyone coming through that link side. They had no chance of getting into the side. There was a
I don't know why it
thrown
decided to
on
happen.
top
That's
of
so
that.
annoying.
No, which perhaps Garbino is regretting for not saving
I don't want to miss a whole lot. Comps look standard. Both of them are focused on taking mid. Neon and Yoru, they're interchangeable, really.
I think in general, I just think the evolution of GX on this corrode map has been
So
satisfying.
I'm live, right? Everyone can hear me?
I think maybe for sticking to their sort of Sova breach guns too heavily on a lot of maps in the past. I think the adoption of this Yoru gives them coverage of a lot more on the map, and also some pseudo-initiator capacity, right?
Maybe it has to do something with my bit rate.
Not too shabby from them. Remember, Sentinels have a 74%
I'll sort of upgrade my internet after this game.
Typically, they run teams over here. The GX staying in step is a very good sign.
And that is really the thing about GX in terms of their comp choices.
Okay,
they love the double initiator still, and it got them on the best run that they've had all year in Stage 2 to make it a chance. But now that they're here, they're switching up towards the more meta double controller, at least to begin here on
It's to click the Discord node. Okay, that's what's on my Discord.
Or Flickless does have that Viper's Pit, which could be thrown down on.
This Viper Wall Orb combo works very similar to Sunset, and it's really nice.
That's been a pretty key component of the util.
Allows them to take a main. You can look on the other side.
Do you expect if Sen make too much noise over on this B side, that pit will be thrown down immediately.
Cool. I ordered
the opt control over towards a main.
Better internet.
So this should be a challenging round for Sen.
Yeah, look at this forward posting up here in A main by Ara. This is. I think we heard that shot ring out. This has made a little bit half a cent to get this part of the map under the control.
And it's key for them that
so who would win out of these two teams?
Some of these lanes in mid, knowing that that pit is in B main.
Is there a kind of meta control? I only see Bang's money. I don't see anyone else's. That's kind of annoying.
His mid presence completely neutralized. How's a peek out from A short? Now where do you go? Sen are running out of options. They did draw the Viper's Pit out onto the B side of the map. Flickless felt like that was an appropriate investment. Elsewhere, there's no penetration there for Sentinels.
GX just do a great job of finding those kills in mid, the only really open lane that Sen had, and now they're going right back into this pit in B main. Zelsus with the
Please
attack.
check that corner this time.
This is something he's been picking up a lot more recently in Stage 2.
Okay, they're going to try and seize maybe to clear out. Yeah, this pit.
Oh my god, what a combo to clear him out of there.
Set up on the corner. Pit down though, Flickless inside of it, caught inside to seize, but Garbino nicely done with the recovery operator. Deals with Narrate, and this puts John in an impossible situation. He'll just hope to walk away.
I want to try and...
Gotta feel good for Garbino to get online, get on the board. Couple crucial kills to close this round out. It's nicely done from him. GX able to tie things right back up.
My internet. I don't do that right now.
You can see the effectiveness now that the operator is online for Aura as well. Even though he hasn't been racking up kills with it, it's just the map control that he's getting is even impacting the game, right? That is
apropos of nothing, Wyatt. Cloud has just gotten a
bit unfortunate.
The inkling he should spray.
What a shot from West Side. He is so good, man. He really is talented.
I think
I've become a bit of a fan of this GX team, I think, watching them. I love those teams who want to push up for info.
Yeah, my internet should be back now. So I'm going to actually increase the bit rate and risk it all for the biscuit.
Towards that
because it's already cooked.
With the operator and has a gate
Not
crash
cooked,
all the way towards back B. He needs to get over there quickly, and he just may need to. Steel Garden is going to canvas the entirety of the site. Flickless isolated in there with just
4K was the highest.
Steel Garden out in response, but this doesn't really slow Sentinels down. Do they want to imply they've been affected by it? Pull out your secondary.
I mean, that
Hopefully
doesn't
don't crash now.
Flickless does get his gun back
Hopefully
in
don't crash.
time, ready to fight towards Link. Second tower.
What? That is a nasty one. Corvino able to cover at least. Now swinging into two. It's Bang deals with him. Did catch the pocket player with the paranoia. It's shocking to me that there's even a trade. Nicely done for GX. And Zelsis is dug out of position. Traded though. West side off the map. Now player inside elbow. And
Now that is a disgusting ult.
Viper's Pit in play.
Oh my god, how do you even get through that? Hello everybody, hello, welcome back. We're finally back online.
But with Aura isolated, no value to be found from this ultimate.
Omen? Yeah, Omen is the best agent for sure.
Yeah, I think
He's just so flexible. His flash is nuts, his smokes are nuts, his TP's nuts. His ult isn't even that bad, they just like to complain about it.
Maybe get yourself a freebie if anybody steps
It's
past the line
insane.
of scrimmage.
Really has no choice but to save. Look at the status of the cash for GX. It is dangerously low. And there is
Yeah, it's a close game. Sen and Giant X are both really good teams.
In this 1v3.
People are saying Sen are favorites, but it doesn't make any sense.
I honestly though, if Zekin doesn't get that initial kill, that absolutely absurd
GX Cinderella run, that would be kind of cool.
Round looks totally different.
I think I need some cheese and stick
You have
together.
to imagine 9 out of 10 times he's going down there. He's jumping out to create space and draw the crosshair away from his teammates. He didn't even have his gun out.
There are
Swaps to it, slides, and
there
gets a
are
kill.
2 GX players on that corner, and if the paranoia doesn't hit one of them, as you see there, this is disastrous. This is very bad for Sentinels.
Criminal. That is a criminal. I like this from Westside as well. That was nice. He, you know, with the wall going down, he pops a flash, he isolates a 1v1.
Tables are hot, gentlemen.
But from there, he's not able to get any assistance. You know, Heaven was smoked off where Aura
Or
was
the worst,
at.
Harbor.
Good effort, but
Eat
Sentinels
your
seem
guys'
pretty
shoes,
satisfied
buddy.
with progress so far in this map. Oh, there it is. Prowler tried to get involved, not to be Aura. Flatten second.
The Prowler's like, Mr. President, get down.
that is Aura going onto that angle late. The attacker beats the timing of the defender in A main, but he's just so fast that it did not matter. That is a display of just the sick
I
reactions
love my water downstairs.
that this guy has when he's playing with the AWP.
Harbor's horrible.
Now, he's over in that mid position. Gate crashed
Whoa.
here after that first.
Holding the right wall so he can be seen from mid.
3 players of
You know?
Sentinels here grouped out trying to make their way through.
I think he
short.
knows,
So
but
not
he's just
being
on the
actively
angle too
checked
late.
by
I don't think he
Grubino.
knows there's a timing to be had.
Ball comes up at it's time for them to get on in. Aura now needs to spend a shot, get back through the wall. This is going to
Go
get
for
that
a beast
top
flip
team
and go right to
to
the
move
free
up.
stack.
The Sentinels have struggled to fight for this part of the map. It's been very expensive for them. Maybe
You
they
heard about
really
the
want to
neon.
force the issue there. Still trending in that A direction one.
Oh my
Draw
god.
A lot of attention towards P. Good paranoia from Rubinho will stall things up. For Sen, maybe allow for a rotate timing. Well,
That's a
rotation
big
is,
kill.
Gone now. Westside at least with a pretty swift trade. Sen still need to deal with the anchors here on this site from GX.
And they're still on a clock from that rotation in through mid. It's Cloud with a Guardian now to give a quarterback a good count of himself.
Damn.
And that's Grubino for 2. What an important anchoring moment for GX. Just as Sen looked like they'd had the local player advantage. Beautiful on defense this team is. Really enjoyed that half. Sentinels here are more stately open to the Champions campaign.
A real neck-and-neck game at the moment. Sentinels, who are typically very dominant on this corrode attack, get stalled out just enough.
We'll be back, of course, with more of this first map between Sentinels and GX after a few.
Yeah, GX looking really good. Hello, Tyler. I love your feet. Well, Red. I don't know your name until now. Vice is really good. Thank you. For a split second, you can see Jess handing me my water bottle. My real MVP. Harbor's overhated? No, I think he's hated just enough. He sucks ass. Maybe in Spike Rush, Harbor's your best agent. Uh-huh. The issue with Harbor is he has smokes, and more smokes for abilities. He has nothing else. I'm pounding his cashews.
Spirited affair all.
I love penguins. Hi, penguins.
And GX in their opener.
Harbor Viper comp? I don't. You can barely see your screen.
Kuroba's the map, and as was discussed on the desk, a lot of overlap between these two teams' map pools. Ended up only having, what, Lotus eliminated, Ascent, I think, taken out of the mix. Bind obviously not going to feature. Of course, coming back in with our Coinbase
econ report is so
useful.
useless.
We really had eyes for was Westside, controlling that top part of the map really well. Obviously is able to tuck in a corner with a stinger, find 3 kills to really derail Sentinels at times.
Yeah, Harbor rework time.
Zekin here though at Globals has been the silver bullet for this Sentinels roster.
Yeah, his entries that he was finding were pretty astounding. That sliding kill with the Phantom was absolutely outrageous. We'll see what he can accomplish.
And it's pretty unlucky because I'm making a Harbor video on Koi, the Koi versus Storming perp that happened a while ago.
It was against NRG,
the Harbor on Lotus.
I tried to bleach my eyeballs up.
I wanted to make a Koi breakdown because they just got kicked out of ECT. I thought that'd be a good
Doesn't
be an
really
interesting
need
match
to be
because
said,
everybody
but
loves
they need
Harbor.
to put on a much better performance here against GX. This is their map pick, by the way. They picked this map, and that was their last showing on it.
I remember that was back
Blind for the Neon Sun?
At halftime
for the Neon fight?
in that game. Naturally for a bit of showing here, Grabini with a classic though.
I feel like if you're doing a play like that, you have to jiggle. You can't just commit to the fight.
Doesn't even take any damage in that exchange, and that has already opened a possibility for GX on this B side.
Narrator's got
when breaking down latest matches, I don't know, it's a new process. I for sure I'm going to do a paper exchange video.
A little bit towards Link as GX need to rotate towards this A side. Cloud has been posted up in a safe position just to wait out any aggression that may have come from Sen, but it did not. It's been safe for him right now on this pistol round.
Opinion on Skye? She's okay. She's not bad. She's good in bind, but that's about it because you need constant info on both sides.
To keep them at bay, and they're going to step over that. A razor
you can just use fade.
Neret just walks out into the open angle. It's like
oh my god, these shots are nuts. Oh my god.
QT, a stunning 3-piece that has now given Sen a chance to come up for air. And Zelsis deals with the spike carrier. A round that felt all but lost there. Salvaged by the captain.
That was sweet.
I suppose Nere feeling like if he goes out, they wouldn't expect John to be behind that box as well. So sacrifices his life. Yes. John, he definitely made the most of it.
They never expect the second player to swing alone.
But listen, if there's anyone that could win a 1v2 right now for GX, it is Westside. He is white hot.
Arcrose confirms no presence in the side after the fact Westside has pulled back now, though. Giving his position away.
Yeah, smoking the spike, it's hard to win
waiting within its depths now. Zelsis already got it to half,
yeah,
and Westside
smoking the spike is just
reception when he ducks in.
Let the spike get planted, smoke the spike.
3v5.
Didn't rush it when he planted.
Take a second half
I mean, that is perfectly played.
That is such an outrageous series of kills from John. The second one, the adjustment to the jump connects the instant headshot.
How's the stream looking? Does it sound good? Look nice? I literally just upgraded my internet right now.
Maybe the spacing.
Oh, legit. Yeah, dude, that was nuts.
It's hard to feel like they did anything really wrong there.
Ideas not totally aligned.
Sounding and looking good.
Just swings out normal.
Yeah, I upgraded the bitrate. I literally put this on the 1,000 whatever megabyte game plan.
And John hits some unreal shots to explore.
Yeah, I literally upgraded it like 5 minutes ago.
The force into heavy stingers after winning the pistol. Something that sort of changes the dynamic of the bonus round.
I don't want to say your name.
Drastically, but allows them to buy up pretty healthily.
Zahiba.
Sen have absolutely loved doing this. They just have the one Bulldog for bangers posted up.
Camera has lighting issues? Yeah, it's okay. We'll get that upgrade in the future.
Well. Even on the attack side, if they actually...
It's good enough for what it needs to be.
Yeah, it is typically on attack that they've favored this buy. Couple shards for GX. See if they can get anything accomplished here.
Zekin very far forward.
Oh, it's early in the morning for me.
This is about to get
Man.
ugly.
Oh my God.
Second has the wherewithal to pull out the classic and go for some right
Stinger's
clicks.
so nuts.
Oh yeah, classic.
What do you think will be the next map to get some major changes? Hopefully
Suppose
Icebox.
that's,
Icebox, Breeze needs to come back. I feel like that game is
When
just
you lose
not
the Stingers,
whatever.
well, it's not too bad. It's not the biggest hit.
Yeah, your
to
name's
the
updated
economy.
already.
You can
Looks
just
good.
buy more Stingers.
Yeah, the Stinger's crazy. It's just a laser beam.
That is the North American
Hailing
way.
from the land of plenty. Just
If you haven't already, guys, by the way, I do stream on Twitch as well. I think Twitch supports the channel a bit more because I think I can get more editor over there, and I think yeah, I think I just prefer Twitch over YouTube. But if you guys want to watch me on Twitch, I believe it's more updated stream as well.
They are going to make
hanging over there. Stinger's way better than the Ares.
Down mid, it seems. As GX
Yeah, these Viper smokes in A are so strong.
How much longer can I take this early mid control when we start to play the spam game?
Viper is just nuts.
Something they got owned by
Except I don't really know how you fix Viper. I mean, maybe you cut her wall in half. Then she's maybe useless. Not really, because like, let's imagine the wall's cut in half right now.
You're going to be able to use that clone to just trip the
you still cut off what you need to cut off.
That is immediately
super free.
Yeah,
maybe cutting in half could be a good idea. I don't know how else you would fix, how you would fix this agent.
So change of tact here for GX. Flying off that B side of the map, which is far more loosely held. It is only John. My elbow now with a Stinger, so not at his effective range. Likely would leave this open for retake.
Should have the molly for a little bit of stall, and Zekin is actually posting up towards that link. Dodges out the paranoia.
All right, in the site, Grabinho also TPing across, very much like Lotus
nice.
here, as those two are able to get a bit further ahead.
Good use of the TPs.
The site, rotation coming back through, spawn here for Sentinels, and a position
I just don't know how you're retaking it 3 Stingers and the Sheriff, but
with the exception of Bangs
I'm assuming they're going to be
There was
playing
really no opportunity
retake.
for Sen to flood there.
Greetings.
Players not in position. Zekin continually
Thanks for the follow, right?
smoked off. And now
There
on
you
the
go.
re-entry, they're going to have to deal with these thorns on the ground.
You think Viper's in a good spot?
And
Hell
still
no.
guarded,
She's
knife
running
on
almost
that
every map.
sort
I
of
can't stand.
accoutrement, so to
I mean,
speak.
not that I can't
Here we
stand
go,
her. It's just,
Zekin up first, bang
I
down,
feel like we just see her
John
all
QT.
over the place.
Step in. No one is
Greetings.
waiting for Ara, but yet it's narrate with the Sheriff to
Monkey
step
with
up.
Wi-Fi.
Cloud, you think would be dug out of this corner in a few moments. Economically, this is
Oh.
massive for Sentinels.
so close.
A very cheap bonus with 3 Stingers in play.
I don't know how they pulled that
Able to
off.
have a full retake on the B side.
Giants are screwed now. Now it's going to start getting snowbally.
Retake. Zekin gets a lot of distance with the fast lane up coming out of Blink there.
It's a backbreaker. for
Yeah, that
GX.
neon wall was really nice. It allowed the Stingers to come out of spawn and just rail everybody.
To try and find the kill onto him, not
That was
expecting
nice.
that a
That was a
player
nice
would be right
shot.
there. I mean, Bang gets an absolute free
Also
one
nice
on
shot.
account of it.
Nice, that's a big round.
John out of his seat.
As you should be.
Yeah, what a round to win. Inflection point in this map.
Nice.
Honestly, this is where
Huge.
Sen might be able to just run away with the rest of the game.
And it's honestly an uncanny amount of these Stinger bonuses. We've seen Sentinels be successful on it, even domestically. But able to have a proof of concept here at an international, gonna feel good for them. Again, they want that mid control here, but they're being pinged out. It's actually Garbino spotted by the horns. And an easy pickup for Zekin through all this smoke.
Paranoia to help him.
GX players, but just
Bravo to help
just
Paranoia.
on
That was a nice mid fight.
What on earth is that?
Instead of fighting it right away, they let Giants come in. They fought it.
That's not how the game is supposed to be
Give me that
played.
white ripper PvP.
Once he took it, that was really nice. That was a really nice retake.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and he got one over the wall.
Tough round, of course, for GX to walk into. Neither
Yeah,
be
this looks
outfavored
like it's
economically.
this map.
This is what I thought the game would be when I was
map's
playing
done.
What happened to the
beta.
game, I love?
I actually have a set. I forgot about that. I have a Sentinels Corrode map coming. I think when they played against G2.
Activity from Zekin.
What is this up
Oh, it's a nice haunt. It's like it lands right past the wall. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that was really clean.
Spray them down. You've got a double controller competition of your own.
And Zekin's just crazy on Neon.
Fade initiator. Surely that's an option here to answer this like early push-up.
And really, outside of a couple of those early fight rounds from GX, mid belong to Sen.
Am I going to stream all the tournament? Hell yeah. Every day, everything. So follow. Do whatever.
Is so critical.
What's Jimmy doing? Did you give him to adoption? We don't talk about Jimmy.
But that is just going
Jimmy's
to
the black
continue
sheep of
to
our
give them
family.
the upper hand throughout.
The joke, Rob Moore, please don't tweet at me.
We don't talk about Jimmy.
Obviously not the ending to stage they would have liked.
They got a couple big ults.
Step up here.
They're one off Fatal.
So
I
far,
think if
not
they
so
get Fatal, your world Ominal, that could be a good
Big
time.
control, again, that GX does not contest in the early part of the round. They're really only interested in the extremities.
Is Neon better than...
Zekin's gotten-
You could run either one. Neon or Yoru are both really good agents.
GX over towards this A side. Have to pay attention to R, of course, with that dimensional drift. Can collect all of the info towards A. And if Cloud gets just one orb, we'll have
that's a good setup from Sen.
as well.
Neon is just really good for, she's really good at finding timings into mid. I explained that more in the videos I'm about to release, so I won't go too in depth on those. But Yoru is also good for the long rotation times that are on this map. They help out. He helps on that. But Zekin is also just nuts, yeah. So is Bang. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Another three-piece for the young gun. Another flawless for Sentinels, and 2 rounds away from a map take.
This control of mid is, again, just so influential. The pace that Zekin is able to just get right over into this A site and fight off that Nightfall catches one.
I wonder how Zekin's doing. This could be a Zekin breakdown. I might do a Zekin breakdown and then a Paper X breakdown. Like just quick videos, nothing crazy.
Bang is also on the anchor. Yep. One of the absolute best.
And it looks like the cue there for Sentinels.
They're so hype, it's so cool.
Comes in from Ara. They know he's close by, and they just
that's map 1.
That's Nightfall onto the attackers, catch them out.
What do you think about XLG, how they played against Paper X? They tried their best. The first half was close, second half was
very unlikely loss in their
not
first
so
gun
much.
round.
That's Paper X's Sunset. It's just too good.
They need to stabilize, they need to settle. It's moments like this that really put teams in
Second and
international
Bang is going nuts
to the test.
Down by 5 rounds. Every single player on Sen effectively money capped right now. They have ultimates to play with. The game is within.
You don't see
Sen's
Giants coming back? I don't know. We've seen crazier things.
Their pick of Corrode.
Coach Pipson just trying to re-establish what the parameters should be for this GX attack side, and maybe at some point they return to trying to fight for mid a little bit. But they tried it once so far this half.
Yeah, Sentinels
and of
are
course,
really good.
Gravino to get pinged out by a Hornet and picked
Yeah,
up.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching my content.
To be fair, that one time, that was just a buy where they had some lower weaponry, but they're just ignoring mid entirely again. They just want to hit this B site with the ultimates, it seems. Okay. Maybe some kind of cheeky Gravino teleport behind with the Nightfall to cut off the audio.
Look, we've seen it.
Looks like we're just straight up hitting B.
Into that B site with a
I bet you $100,000 they're using Fatal to open all.
And Yoru past that layer of stall util that we're seeing from John here. And you're right, Wyatt, you called it.
And Omen ult goes.
Oh,
you see he's in mid-sight. That's a nice orb. Oh my god, but look at that Viper ult. Oh my god.
High voltage warning should be on the label for this guy.
Oh no. Fuck. That Viper pit is nuts. It literally covers half a site and allows your team to creep up so close before just bursting onto the site. Yeah, Sentinels have this map on lock.
Again, it is just the pace that Zekin is coming into these
11-3 red. Sentinels definitely have this map on lock. I'm sorry, but this is nuts.
20 kills.
Getting absolutely stomped into the ground because the anchors are arriving on time. What a haunt.
That was a haunt too. It was a haunt and a half.
Gets in, gets that first. I mean, this is beautiful play, but
yeah, it's just
again, it's this lack of any control.
He's just finger banging everybody.
He's allowing Sen to just rotate so fast, flood in, support their anchors.
3 big ultimates up in that round for Sentinels, right? They've been sitting on those for quite a while. They've been getting a lot of kills, having a lot of success on this defense side. Far cry from what we've seen domestically from them. Looks like they've tightened the screws a little bit here. Horn does ping out Gravino. Those stuck inside that corner. Aura's already gone down, and Zekin tries for a flamboyant slide across mid. Sentinels.
I'm watching on YouTube.
To slow the pace down a little. Finally, they've given some mid control over.
And why not go for that if you're Zekin?
At this point, he's feeling himself.
They just saw him jump spot.
Just a little bit of confidence. Flickless,
yep, losing mid. Defense pushes up, takes A main. Good reaction. This is a good Omen ult. I don't know if they heard him though. Yeah, they already heard him. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh my god.
And a slow start, conservative. Looks like they really wanted to get their bearings early on Corrode, and then a perfect defense side to lock up the first map.
No finger bang. We're not fingering bang.
An energizing open for the Sen City, who last we saw took a pretty tough loss in that lower bracket in Americas. They're bouncing right back.
Gotta watch out. There's a pretty NA bias test. We're gonna go over and see what Yinsu and our experts have to say to break down this first map.
Alright, let's run a second prediction for the next map.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Listen, in line of me going to the other side and that huddle, I think we're winning the game.
This guy's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I actually can't. Jordan's just on Giant X, and I'm like, wow.
Hey, we're going on Reddit one way or another. Don't care.
Sentinels or Giant X? Who runs that too? There you go. See you, Red.
Esports World Cup, where we are starting off with Valorant.
If you want to win, you have to win against the best.
Oh, thank God you don't hate me, Aaron. Yeah, I appreciate it. That's my whole goal of my content, is making me think a little harder about the game, think differently.
They've all battled through the pressure and expectation.
Greetings.
Eggnog TTV. Thanks for the follow.
Finally, everyone. Finally.
Predictions are up. Predictions are up on Twitch. If you want to participate in predictions, go head over to the Twitch. Get your points in now. I believe you got 5 minutes to put them in. Am I going to go to Paris? No. Unfortunately not. I need to stream. Next match with who versus who? I know what you mean. Which one should I vote for? I want to say Sentinels, but I mean, I want to give Giant X the benefit of the doubt and give them their own map pick. No, Egg, this is actually my first stream. I'm planning on plugging my streams in on my future breakdowns, so 100%. I'm starting up a second channel. The second channel is being started up again. Gonna work on a few of those videos after the stream.
Greetings.
Tomorrow, this whole setup should be a little more set up. I'll have my laptop here somewhere so I could actually write scripts while I'm doing this too. So. Yep, so I appreciate it. Appreciate you supporting. Maybe eventually we'll do a... Maybe next... Where was I going with that? Oh. Show your pick'ems. It's kind of embarrassing, but I actually didn't do them. I've just been busy. I recently moved. This is a new place that I'm in. I just didn't do them, but I'll have them for playoffs for sure. I'll do pick'ems for playoffs. Oh, I was gonna say maybe in the future I'll do a VODs channel where I do similar to Sliggy, how he does like per the games or whatever. Yo, scan for Slime Mosh. Wait, hold on. I want that. That's so cool. You see that gun, buddy? That's sick. How do I get it? It's Coinbase. Okay, I don't really care about crypto. I just want to get the Q gun, buddy. Oh, unlucky. If they go Harbor on Sunset, I'll put my foot in my mouth. Did Giant X play Harbor on Sunset? We're just talking about Poppy. We love you, Poppy. Poppy Chulo is my nickname. Bigger bangs for Poppy Chulo. Okay. Mr. Brown, going crazy. It's a lot of content to watch in 1 week. I have like 20,000 hours of content on YouTube. Hey, you guys want to see a Stinger shirt that I'm coming out with? There's not a lot of you in here, so. Hopefully there's nothing out of pocket in this because I haven't watched it yet. Alright, shut up, stream.
Greetings.
I haven't watched it, so you guys are getting a first look over here. Where's my chats? Oh, my chat's here. Okay.
The Stinger is busted. It's the third most weapon bought in professional Valorant.
Okay, I'm sorry for destroying everybody's ears.
The Stinger is busted. It's the third most weapon bought in professional Valorant, and there's 4 big reasons. 1, with the fastest fire rate in the game, lowest running while shooting accuracy penalty, and quick movement speeds, that makes kills like this a solid win condition. And dying like that is going to send your foes into a frenzy. 2, being so cheap at 1100 credits, this allows teams to buy 5 of these SMGs on ecos and overwhelm lone players and take their rifles. With them, your team can snowball out of control and conquer an eco round. 3, at pull out of control and conquer an eco. With them, your team can snowball out of control.
Yeah, that's good.
Eco round.
First one needs to be changed to a Vandal.
Close range, the Stinger has almost the same time to kill as a Vandal or Phantom. So if you can force these close range engagements, you'll come out on top pretty often. And if you're only counting body shots, the Stinger smokes the Vandal. 4. If your team has a Jet, Raze, or Neon, they can quickly close the gap between themselves and the opponent. So if you can set your duelist up for success, the Stinger should easily bag the first blood. If you don't follow, I'm gonna throw your rankings.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good short. I tried to get it to like a minute long. I'll send notes and stuff after the game though. I've got a bunch of messages. No, I appreciate it. Yep, next MVL upload's coming in a few days. I'm sorry, honey, but the Stinger sucks kind of poop. Let's do mark unread. And then we'll minimize out of this. Nice. Alright, let's get the stream back up. Oops.
Did in the rest of that round.
I'm actually watching the Nintendo Direct after this. That's what I'm doing.
And I almost feel like I love his angle. Oh, he's so cute. I love cute, but
the voices are.
The Stinger does do all that. You need to work on your crosshair placement or something then. Oh, thank God, Daniel Goodwill doesn't hate me.
Leave him alone.
I didn't say I was gonna do it.
Leave him alone.
Alright, a bunch of messages I missed.
Good.
I won't let this man hurt you.
Good, because I think you have to go through Doug and apparently Zekken if you want to get to.
How easy is your life going to be now that they add a replay system? The replay system is useless. It is so useless to me. Because I can't watch any pro games. I can't watch anybody else's VODs. It's only mine, and I don't play ranked. I just make YouTube videos all day. I don't play ranked anymore, but
Greetings.
I think your last one, yeah.
You think about the Bisalt mid in the first half where he walks away with 2-3 kills with the classic. And then you think about all the
door dude.
As well, and obviously
thanks for the follow, brother. Yeah, but I'm gonna start advertising my streams and my videos a lot more. So hopefully we can build a nice little community here.
And I think it was a big
build up the brain buds.
Brawls, right? The big team fights there, 3-on-3s, 4-on-4s when Zekken's
everybody's a brain bud.
He was just crushing on that front.
I have to change my channel point thing. Should not be
I think on the other
chicken
side,
tender.
I think when he was finding
Greetings.
Scary will thanks for the follow. Everybody on Twitch, on YouTube, by the way, come over to Twitch. We run predictions. That's really the only difference right now. But I think it's a more updated stream, and I think I prefer Twitch over YouTube anyway.
Oh, by the way, that's
Greetings.
insane.
The chicken tender doesn't go crazy. I could just make attendees. What's gonna drive me nuts if my points don't fit the brain vibe? Neil,
once again, and I'm here right now with Pipson of Giant X. Now that was a tough loss.
Your videos are hilarious and informative. Thank you, I appreciate it.
It's not exactly
Marvel Rivals or Overwatch breakdowns? Hell no.
Would know that map 1 loss is
I bleed Valorant.
And usually this is because you guys need a little bit of time to iron things out.
Yeah, no worries. If you prefer YouTube, that's cool too. As long as you guys are watching me, it's all that matters.
In map 1 against Sentinels, or
surely advertising my streams
gets
more people in here, right?
Similar things to what happened to us in EMEA.
Greetings.
So we talked right now. I hope that it will be the same like it was in EMEA, and second and third map will be much better than the first one was, and we are going to end up winning.
Well, good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
It's so nice to hear from Pipson on the global stage, but he is right. For those of you that don't know,
waffles or pancakes? Waffles for sure. Like the thing about pancakes is like they're nice, right? They taste really good. But the thing is, when you cut into a waffle, all the syrup is like in there, right? It controls all the syrup. It's like crispy. It's like a good time. Yeah, it just gets me. The one thing I don't like about waffles is that you can't spread butter as easy. That's the issue. Like when the butter gets melted, it's hard to like spread the butter. So, but I'm a syrup guy. I'm not a butter guy.
They have too much energy, and there's no one sort of getting on top of saying, guys, calm down, relax.
Everybody's got their own preferences.
Greetings.
We know Groovy doesn't,
yeah, cups just for butter, right? But it's hard to spread that butter. What is my favorite team? I love Paper X. Paper X are cool. But I'm also a huge Sentinels fan. They were the first team that made my breakdowns blow up. So I'd love to be signed. Then I could have a favorite team. That'd be pretty cool. Sign Teets. Maybe. Did I miss the PRX games? No, there should be another VOD. I did the PRX games. I missed the first part of this first game because of internet issues.
There is so much footage going against you, and knowing there's going to be a lot of anti, like coming in with
little bits of butter on the cups.
I think a lot of teams will usually try to do this
Poppy
to
for the syrup.
Coming into the event, but clearly Sentinels on their comfort zone of Corrode, that wasn't going to be a help for them.
Never gonna make it bro trash. Well, that's just not nice. But I appreciate the engagement. You're helping me.
To their standard.
This is what I wanted to see.
Neon, Breach,
Baby crazy. Yeah, I love syrup. All over me. Top 3 or Sen, PRX, or EDG. EDG I haven't watched a whole lot of yet, so I can't comment on them. But Sen and PRX for sure. Sentinels maybe. I think G2 over them. I love G2.
Yeah, it does indeed, but we're still talking about Sen, right, at the end of the day. And if you look at it on the other side, this is almost best in slow.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work.
They're so comfortable.
So I think Envy makes it to tier 1. I fucking hope so. I'm going to keep milking them for content until I die. Until they help me retire. Team Liquid is top 3? That's not a bad take. That's a take. Who are my top 5 for this event? PaperX, G2. There's just so many teams in EMEA. Team Liquid's one up there too.
Paranoia timings are fantastic. He's not
Team Liquid for
afraid to get
sure.
aggressive as well. I'm sure
And after that, it's kind of like a toss-up. Maybe not even Team Liquid. It's really just a toss-up.
As well, because Sen, Uber and Y on the verge of starting.
Envy winning Tramps would be pretty funny.
I'm sure Yinsu, they'd be very pleased with that. But, yeah, we're aware of the narrative of, you know, GX struggling a little bit.
I mean, PaperX have been a lot better with their aggressiveness and overextending, so Breach and Neon on Sunset, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Great map for GX. It's probably their home map. They look excellent here. We kind of thought Sentinels would too.
Who's the best player in Envy?
Right? In 2024,
it depends. They all have their own role.
One of their go-tos. They look fantastic.
You have the crack gamers, you have a good IGL, you have a good Sentinel player. They're all just really good.
And we did not see that same
mirror comps? No, one has a fade, one has a Silva. Basically, okay, basically mirror.
Yeah, they've been very mixed in terms of the results here.
Pistol, we have a bunch of ghosts. Nothing crazy.
They've only
Any
lost
half armors? No.
Both times to Liquid,
none of the ghosts.
And outside of that, they have 5 wins on it.
And it looks like we're contacting up
their best
B.
look. We're getting West Side on that Cypher where he thrives right now on the B anchor.
Yeah, that one way is just so strong.
To bang, gonna need some support. I think they need a flood.
I think they know where West Side is right now. And look at this.
Well, they're having a hard time taking backside. That's a good smoke. Smoke right side of the outside. Prediction? I think Sentinels take this.
But it all really remains to be seen on what the landscape looks like as this dark cover
clears. They look really good last map.
Tucked in.
But it's also their corrode. Their corrode is just really nice. I broke that down. That breakdown's coming out eventually.
Looking to clear this corner very carefully, but Second is not
that's a good reclear though. It's good to know that they lost the front half of sight and they need to re-clear that. No, I think Grabino does not need to be out in the open.
Set up for a post one.
Unfortunate that GX lose a player immediately after that with some nice awareness from Cloud to pick off Zekin, the initial first kill.
They don't need to push.
Maybe to fight towards spawn, but no, Sen going to call that off.
Because of the one-way likely.
He's just playing right now with that fault line towards Link when GX try to get back in here. They do have a good amount of breach util of their own to do so.
Delsa still holding onto it. Veins starting to emerge on his forehead now. Patience, patience, and release. It's onto the site now.
That was a good trade paranoia for the fault line.
And it's staggering. The spacing of players is really sent for a loop. The narrates some
oh my god, he was landing shots, but
enough. And in a 4v4 retake, GX looks sharp.
GX are
a little storm. That was a good retake. It was a nice paranoia for the fault line too. It was nice that he saved it. He recognized that Grabino was holding sight for his team or holding info. He didn't use it.
It's the only map in the pool where breach actually has
that was a really good reclear.
50% win rate against non-breach comps. So it makes sense that both teams are playing it here.
Celsius swings from that box on A side, expecting there to be more players behind Ara. But actually GX slow things down. Ara goes ahead and they've...
God, I would hate to be on the slow-mo one of those replays with the fan cams. I'd be like picking my nose or something. Or digging in my butt.
So map, by the way, if you haven't seen Sen for a bit.
Why did they just leave Neon to die? They left him to die, but I didn't really leave him to die. They hoped that he could just find a lurk. They didn't expect him to re-clear the front half of sight.
Since Toronto, going back to John's old role where he had so much
the
success in 2024.
Oh, okay, and a rare miss from Ara there. Actually allows for some of the mid-control to be assumed by Sentinels. They are, of course, nothing but the classics.
Yeah,
Narrate's close to his ult. Did they just farm an orb for him?
After losing the pistol, when you know you're going up against Aura on defense.
As someone who digs in their butt, I feel called out.
You can't afford that full armor.
Yeah, you need the full armor every single time you're going into that initial buy round.
Flexless here inside the site. This is awkward.
Greetings.
I feel like they should be grabbing the Fatal.
Flexless to get through though.
Fatal gets an orb, death, and then Fade could have their ult next round.
It's going to be a large flood across here in the market. West side not able to find anyone. Some damage on Delson, but the looks of things, and second takes the fight.
Oh my god, he's crazy.
Backside, west side for one, but John gets in there with the classic. Flickless overwhelmed. Sentinels running in numbers. And Acrobino with the Bulldog.
Jesus Christ. Zekin is crazy.
Cloud only has the ghost right now. Probably can't recover. A gun goes in.
Yeah, they pick up the stingers. Oh.
Little more than a one.
What an eco, dude. We gotta see that second entry again. He is crazy on Neon.
Once again, shilling the bundle. Get that top mid control and go mark it very quick.
The GX players just not synced up at all here.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Over on the Outlaw. Maybe the Outlaw was overstanding his welcome on site, but Zekin just flew up there.
So he's a little bit late to getting in to actually help Aura, who fully commits, stays, tries to kill Zekin on the slide.
I didn't even yell at them. I didn't even.
And from there, I mean, GX, they just...
He was stretching his legs.
Really mistime their players coming into flood and assist.
Yeah, now the Neon has the Outlaw.
Essentially all isolated in ones.
Now things are really screwed because...
I don't hate this position from Cloud. It's so dirty. Zekin walks up into it.
Well, Fade's gonna have her ult next round, and none of GX are gonna have their ult. That's a big problem.
Nicely done by Westside.
Stunning shot.
And this is GX for you. So active in these early rounds, so proactive, looking to work the map, push up for info, take risks, and it's given them the edge. Even if not the rifle drop there in B main.
Now Westside hears all of these players running forward, catches one with the cam. GX are trying to be fast on this rotate.
Oh my god.
Isolated. That relay bolt forced.
It's just ego after ego.
Nice rain for Zelsis. He...
I mean, that's two guns. I don't know what he had. Was that a Phantom?
As the rest of Sentinels pulled the plug. Now have to try and work them out with
what up, Mario?
two players up.
Greetings.
Hello, everybody.
A double back here. Someone who's been very vocal, Wyatt, in saying that when he can contribute more.
Yeah, I think they're trying to protect that gun that fell, but
he feels like the game goes better, but he struggles when he's not.
I feel like it's really not a great spot for Cypher. I guess he takes contact. They're both going to swing. Yeah, it's hard.
I can tell actually if he broke that,
it's a good crossfire.
Sen do not want to get into that B site. They know there are multiple players there. Yeah, but what options do they have?
Yeah, they're trapped. Oh, dude. Nice. Shouldn't say nice. I'm rooting for Sen. Yeah, this dude's got to save.
Pull back now.
Derek's got to save.
The middle of the map.
Is Sen wash? I don't know. It's back-to-back thrifties. Sen looked really good on the last map.
From GX.
I wish my Cypher was like that instead of taking that backside on cam. Yeah, I know.
That B side, but very heavily disrupted by the breach util of Flickless.
Worst map? I'd say Icebox.
Guns around at the very end there too. Maybe get Flickless one. I couldn't.
Just because the B side. If they fix B side, I think it's a good map. I think A side is overhated.
From Aura, who was getting into assist West Side so fast on that rotate.
We lost against Eco.
Can't blame the guy for being pleased about that. It feels like it's so hard to get bored watching.
Oh, we got 4 stingers again. Stinger rush.
He really did. He just sort of stood up.
Damn, was he stunned?
Having problems standing on their feet right now. Sentinels cut down aggressively. Grabinho's able to push up here, and Flickless can only go 1 for 1. Still, with Sentinels committing all of the remaining resources to that elbow part of the map.
Plus the regen shield. I don't know how I feel about that.
With the recovered Phantom. And 8 in the chamber.
A side is hard to defend. You don't really want to defend A site. You want to fight for the same main area. This is like once you lose this, then yeah, it's impossible to hold site. You're not supposed to hold site. You're supposed to hold A main. Abyss bad? Yeah, Abyss is pretty bad. I guess you could say Abyss.
Much better weaponry.
Abyss is just Icebox with a slightly better mid.
Very good. It's a freebie for Grabinho. Shoot the dart, boys.
If Icebox just fix B site.
No one ready for that one.
Chilling.
Can't navigate all of that util pretty effectively.
PRX1, of course.
Sit down.
What was the first one? Shield down?
No, a little sit
shield
down.
Shield down.
A little sit down. Sen.
All right, we got a
mid. Pretty quick. Aura's been able to pick up that operator quite early. And the buy for Sen honestly isn't great because they committed a fair amount into that stinger round. They didn't get kills. They didn't, only a couple. They don't get the plant, obviously. So the armor.
Yeah, this is what you want.
Just the Guardian.
And on Corrode, as soon as they knew that Aura had an
operator, one person gets set up on the lane, so you have a 4-stack around the rest of the map.
They avoided him entirely.
That was a good flash, though.
This time, no, not the case.
Ooh.
They got the Neon. Of
that was
course,
a good stun.
Take this space aggressively, but Aura's going to repost up.
Flickless just saved his Neon's life.
And the danger is where You know Aura's in a location.
But they made it a good enough amount of pressure because now because the defense don't have a main. Well, I guess they have a main, but like, yeah, I guess they have a main. But you want to fight for this area, so one person can't just sit here and do what Neon's doing. That's why you don't really want to hold a site. Oh god. They just swing into a double peek.
That's going to lock Sentinels out of the round. It feels very hard to bounce back from that.
What are you guys getting
back to the site that
for?
Ara still posted up on.
Very cool from GX that they pivot into that high-low setup mid after assuming that Sen will be
Neon's name? Zekin.
away from A. Aura's reposted up towards elbow, so then they're ready to just gun them down midway through their
Yeah, you can see it on screen. It says right
there. They read the situation well, and they, you know, as a team, will always do something proactive around.
All right, see you, Slayer. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Wow, we're saving them 3v5. That's crazy. Yeah, that double peek in mid was devastating.
We
gotta see those shots again.
The sheer number of different set plays that GX can put together on defense.
Aura, I think.
It feels like they've always got something. Like Pipson has them drilled to a
I feel like the stream looks good. I like the lighting. I like everything about the stream.
What, the end of stage one? They won one game of kickoff? What, one game in stage one? Now they're champs?
Yeah, they were 7th, 8th kickoff, finished 9th.
Yeah, and ranked people never hold a main. I have to like beg, plead, and whatever. You are repeating that for a bit. I can't hear you. That's so weird. Aura?
They make away with 3 rifles, saving on that prior round. Invested so heavily into this one, of course. They have that Nightfall to play around from Narrate, and they're just one orb away from getting that Rolling Thunder for Zelsis.
Sentinels need to win this one, otherwise their money's in the
that was a TP
in the bin again.
Cross tiles by the looks of things by Bang.
All right, they really need to default A main more.
This is already drawing that potential high-low setup across.
This Neon keeps getting set up, and they just keep leaving him.
But they're okay with that. It's Aura with the operator posted up. He's getting all of that information just by existing there.
Safe pair of hands for sure.
This drone heading into mid is going to at least
drone
spot
sees
out
the Neon.
Second. These dark covers are going to need to be cycled yet again from Bang up towards top, so Sen can safely maneuver around this area of the map.
Great pressure here, but they didn't really. I think Bridge just might have stunned the Prowler, so it slowed down.
Able to use a third should be required.
Now, it looks like Sen at some point. Do they just want to see if
this is a sick trap. Tripwire breaks, Paranoia goes out, Silva swings. That'll be clean. And then Cypher holds a main. This is a really strong setup from Giants. Sentinels really need to break this guy's sight line. If they don't, they lose a round.
Comes back available, but Zach is going to go straight into market anyway. Sees the trip, clears it.
They lost a round.
Wow, Sen are trying to pivot into some kind of crazy A split right now. A smoke is placed top left mid for Zelsis to maneuver in.
Yeah, no, they lost the round.
Not spotted out.
Dangerous there, very dangerous.
Nice jump spot. Oh, swing further. Yeah. That was sweet.
Opportunity to trade it back. Flickless may have fallen. That's a breach util gone, but most of it was already expended to the favor of GX now. We've got 12 seconds left in the round.
Oh, what do these kills look like?
My goodness.
We're missing all these kills.
Trying to break the sound barriers. They hit that A
yeah, Aura.
The GX get drawn out into the town square.
What an insane execute.
Oh my god.
That's a crazy pivot back towards A. Making it seem like they were going to go through market, then they smoke top mid.
Yeah, I don't know how they came out on that. I gotta see the shots here.
Reflank up top.
Yeah, that was nice. This was also nice.
Madness.
Ara set up here ends up being what the trade is to play here from.
Oh, that's so unlucky that Smoke's just a second late. I don't know if he had time to smoke or if he had to smoke.
No other choice. Johnny's.
Wow, he went crazy.
He didn't realize his butt was exposed. Yeah, I blinked too and they all died.
Another moment
Gonna make a whole new
Gonna
make a whole new Twitch. Well, I appreciate you stopping by.
Plays so far today.
Cloud did not look pleased with how that round went.
I cannot believe that they won that out. Because second goes down immediately in market as well.
On Sunset right now, it feels like GX kind of locked down the entire map. They've got really good setup there in market. It catches out second. Ara's posted up on the A side of the map. Pretty reluctant, I think you are, to push into that kind of setup. Especially when, you might have a Prowler available to you or something like that. Seems like Sentinels just took that situation in their own hands.
Some box cheat sounds here that I can't stop thinking about.
Allowed them to open it up. But that's not something that's replicable, right? That's not exactly a core strategy or heuristic that you're going to lean on.
Thanks. Yeah, you don't need to play Valorant to watch my videos to stay updated on
this timeout, which they've called.
Yeah, to that point, yeah.
Unprofessional Val, eat your cashews, buddy. Yeah, I know.
Despite getting that round win, it did kind of feel like a Hail Mary that they just threw to win that one out.
I mean, that is very much just trying to make the most of what you have.
I think after this video, we're gonna work on that Sage video for Paper X. I think that's a good video.
But again, tough
I think it'd be
to
good.
replicate rounds like that.
Now we've
Pretty
seen
good.
from GX
My
when they
sound
have
is low?
hunters
Is my
through,
sound
they
low?
often like to send it
Tell
into
me.
spot
Oh, what is
shots
this
like
push?
Or will push down Corbino through mid. This is something that Sen need to be prepared for. It's a play that they like to activate that they've used in EMEA.
I feel like Silver needs to be closer to actually hit these lanes. I think he could low-key just start in this area.
The spike is down in that corner.
Oh my god. Oh, they left the spike there. Oh my god. Wait, this round's about to be nuts. Oh my god. I feel like you gotta swing. You're down 2 guys. You're down a guy.
Got off the starter's mark in this round, and Zekin's not there to double up. Now trying to at least play off this aftershock. Seltzer's got his.
Jesus Christ, what a round. That push was nuts.
To be assertive on the defense side, GX more than most.
That is a classic GX play right there.
Keep them coming, baby.
They love to use an aggressive early
Ooh.
ult. This is an exact round out of their playbook that we saw them use to win a round against Fnatic, for instance.
That was a really nice push.
Matchup in the playoffs.
These guys are so passionate. It's so cool.
On Sunset is absolutely
Yeah, the A-main control. This entire match has been about A-main.
Sentinels have definitely seen that. Kaplan has definitely seen that. It didn't really
Most
seem
of the game.
to prepare them for it either way.
Wow,
What a
paranoia
nice
like
look there
that.
for GX. Here's a fault
Oh,
line,
they
and a
saved the
fourth
breach
cloud
stun. That's
off the
smart.
line, and in theory,
But they saved their breach
crossback
stun.
from Grabinho finds a perfect window to punish
Yeah,
that.
this game's been
Again,
all
early
A-main
in the
control.
round,
Sentinels
Sen
just
have
can't
been
get
knocked
it.
down to 4.
It's good to see Grabinho really getting into the game here on map 2. I don't think that Corrode performance in
these
any
rounds are
way is
insane.
representative of the normal level of play that he is offering to this GX team.
Is my sound low?
Starting to come to life here.
I hear you see a comment about it.
Need him to say
Am I being
in this
trolled?
series.
The buy here for Sentinels is tragic. They want to try and work the map a little bit, but they've got nothing done over at the B side. Ara is there with the op. They've sort of sniffed.
Am I going to cover this match in a video? Probably not.
Is still just
I don't think it's that
up on the start
crazy
cover
of a
angle,
theme
and
to
knows
break
he has to
down.
get the hell out of here with his overdrive on the way.
Is he TPing? Yes, he gets out just in time, but he TPs into the relay bolt. Fleckless, though,
Shot.
shooting, gets himself set up. Backside. And crucially, Bank's still in play, so need a smoke to come back online for him.
Yeah, Cypher has full util up.
Probably cover up, yep, that spot in spawn. But Ara has had time to get here with the op. John, he sprays through smoke. Realizes Fleckless is there for the taking, and Bang maybe doesn't know the lay of the land before he TPs in like that.
I feel like Giants are just so proactive. All their Cypher utilities up, rotates are there in the right spots.
To hand for Giant X.
How dangerous was that, though?
I can turn up the stream if you guys want to turn up the stream.
Crazy. He is on one right now.
That is a very insightful.
That Vandal is so nice.
This just never should have been that close. 4-on-2, he gets the 2K just spraying the smoke. All right.
Dude, talking smack, I went to a couple lands myself. Obviously, nothing of this size, but...
Much improved.
Oh, look at this push. Oh my god, breach stun. Oh my god.
Ara finally taken down, but once Sen cannot get 10 seconds into the round with 5 players wide. They just can't do it.
That is a crazy stun. Or crazy push.
Seen from them before, and no
Touch
team
louder?
seems to know how to stop them.
There we go.
It's
Just a little bit.
The combination of their initiator util, the push down mid, a push through B main. There's a fault line that
Giants
comes
are
through
really
B
good
main
on
that
this map.
canvases all of bottom
They
mid
have a
for
lot of
Aura
set
to
plays,
fight.
too.
And then there's that recon up top. It's just, they run the same plays, and it just keeps on working.
And here's an Ural theft for John.
Oh,
Sees
God.
all of this at top mid.
It was a good trade.
The second baited into that swing, and I mean, why not? Cloud was right there using that drone, obviously. It's just good that he had support from Flickless for that instant trade.
They're just not defaulting enough. There's been a few rounds where they haven't had A-main control. Giants have one person holding A-main. There was another round where Cypher just had his entire utility holding the rest of the map.
This timing is going to hurt them.
Oh my god, but Giants are just really good at this map. They're really proactive.
Flickless X is around with 3.
GX gets 2 attack halves, yeah.
5-round lead. These guys really lock the map down.
This is just where they're at their best. It feels like even if you prep for the rounds like this, that are
Like,
going
look
to
at
be thrown
this.
at you, it just doesn't
Stun,
even matter.
paranoia. It's like you're just getting dookied on.
This is just what they are best at. Look at how all of that util is placed on the map.
They're so proactive. The trades are there. They look really good.
And it's that fault
on
line that
Sunset.
comes from B main that just gets the entirety of bottom mid into lower tiles, which is even covered with a dark cover. So Aura doesn't need to focus on the left. She can just fight right.
I think Sentinels, that's it.
It's all set up for him.
Good.
And in situations where we've seen GX, go for similar plays, or if Aura notices...
I don't think Sentinels suck. They, I think the Giants are really good on this map.
Like, this is
their
so
map pick.
well drilled from this GX team. They set Aura up for success so often. And this is a hand wringer for Kaplan.
This is stuff that Sen, I think, are expecting. They absolutely should be. They knew Sunset would be in this pool. They're not going to ever take it out, and it's always going to be picked by GX. So they've seen them run this stuff. They know it's going to come eventually, but it's another thing to actually have to deal with it in the moment.
I guarantee you, both coaches knew the exact 3 maps that would get played in this series when they came in.
Yeah,
I think
their map pools just have so much overlap.
Yeah. But these teams definitely behaved as you would expect.
Yeah, the momentum's the same for Giant X. Their fans are screaming. You think like they'd be getting murdered right now. Like somebody's stabbing all them.
They're not doing it passively either. They are assertive, they are proactive, and they are more than happy to get into the face of America's #3 seed.
Now Aura's picked up this outlaw.
Yeah, their timeout, Sen talked about holding A, but...
On the light armor. He'll be controlling that B main side, and the rest of GX on account of that can really
having a hard time taking
it. On stacking A together.
Grabino here is going to be forced back, timing. Not quite on his side.
I think they just wanted to slime A this round.
To act as a relief valve. Flickless might try and work this angle with him. Not affected by the C's, but sprayed down. So those bullets were intended for Grabino.
That was very.
But I mean, like, look at how proactive they are. How is there a neon in spawn?
Tags, slow move.
Like, what is she doing back there?
Crazy from Aura. He's all the way out of B-main, holding the exit. So,
okay.
I mean, GX, they know where Sen are hitting.
Yeah, I mean, the Sentinels lost this round because...
I mean, this is just breaking conditioning for Sentinels, who probably just aren't used to being in some of these positions.
The defaults just haven't been defaulting.
To push off that. Full trust.
Neon just able to push this far deep from the spawn.
This A side of the map down, but it's where push comes to shove. Zek gets on the side behind the box.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, this is a massacre.
And Cloud swings for the fences. 2 kills cleaned up. Now
they just look really good on this map.
Active catches Zelsis out. Timing certainly works in his favor. And Westside will step in when needed.
Actually insane.
Flawless round and so many metrics.
Haircut is urban Sentinels.
Untouchable on this defense side.
Who do you think is going to win it all?
They do a lovely job of just fighting together on the site when the hit comes
Sorry,
in.
Bad Waters, just read your message.
And second getting stalled up in the back box. That was essential.
I wish I could just break down every game.
And obviously Aura just getting the entirety of the map controlled by that outlaw, flanking out a B main and holding their exit. Yeah, that was somewhat important too. Just a comprehensively great round from GX, who are running away with their pick.
Yeah. And Sentinels are struggling to adapt why they've not found a gear that suits them against GX.
And Aura has actually kept this outlaw, does have a few 125 HP targets.
Okay, so Sentinels are defaulting into mid.
Going
into market.
The other ones with armor.
They need to go a little deeper. Unless no, they're just triple B
pushing into this.
Much faster from Sen. They're going for that 3-prong
sight
Zek splitting from multiple sides.
Now how do they deal with the anchors though? Westside's going to be dug in here, but Narrate steps up with the Guardian. They know, yep, Prowler confirms. Westside in the corner and only gets his one. Stinger goes to work for John. And a Nightfall now to catch the players.
Great Nightfall.
2 pings at Boba. Tells the whole story for Sentinels.
This is a pace adjustment from Sen that GX were not expecting. Crucial win from Grabino.
Ugly stuff with the Stinger, but util in hand for when Narrate steps up to the plate. And now it's on Cloud and Flickless to make their way through a smoked out Boba. Money, damn good for GX, and it might be worth going for it, but they are caught off the side.
That was a nice unexpected B split.
Cloud wants to wrap around, has a lot to say.
I don't think Giants are expecting that whatsoever.
So far this game. He'd love now to show some bite with the bark wide. Nice swing. And second down. Narrate steps up, and Cloud might just be him right now. Bang is all over the place, and Flickless is more than happy to put him out of his misery.
Unbelievable retake.
How does that happen?
From GX.
Yeah, if the defense is hell, I wonder what attacks like. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how they lost that.
Zekian ready for the swing from Narrate next.
Can we replay what I just saw?
Insane on this map.
Really nice.
Narrate's not in a position to trade anybody. He's too deep into B main.
It's crazy. The desk
they have nobody in market. That's just a bad crossfire. That's just sloppy play.
GX. 5 years
they had
of play,
yeah,
and
that's just sloppy.
Only 21 years old. And has to be the leader of this team. And
Narrate needs to move up more. We're ready to swing off of his market player.
Oh, is he indicating we won a 2v3 against you, I think?
Like, Zelsis stood up after they won round 2, and since then, Cloud has just been giving it to him.
It's a 7-round gap between these two teams. And look at how far back Sentinels are playing early. They're expecting some nonsense because Hunter's Fury is active.
Yeah, so was ult is...
doesn't give it to him, though. Not in that way.
There's a ton of aggressive plays you can make with Solo ult.
So
I mean, they saw one earlier, right?
The map here, but is it just them being given more rope? Mark is probably the loosest held part of the map here for GX, along with top mid now that pressure's come in.
And after just an absolute all-star performance from Zekken on that map 1, here on map 2, he has been completely nullified by this GX defensive util. Has really had no opportunities for clean entries.
No ping, though, being set up just yet. Looks like the Sober Dart comes
in.
in
Zekken should kill him in here.
Flickless has maneuvered his way into the site, ready to throw out some but Sen are ahead of it.
Gets the jump on him there. It's going to be a relay bolt. Now just stuck to the ground.
Going nuts.
Watches the sword fall. And there's Arna's Fury that Sentinels are waiting on.
This is just cooked.
The last Giants are just Sentinels are unlikely to put much of a scratch on Giant X. Spike is heavily within enemy territory, and John has to stand and face the music.
I mean, look at that setup that they pivot into so quickly. Flickless set up to fault line through main. Off that, the Hunter's Fury gets significant damage through, makes Sen scramble in their positioning. They have this double setup in elbow.
Yeah, that position I feel like is just so strong on Sunset.
What can they do?
An elbow, it's like such a strong position, that little pocket.
So many different set plays here for GX that have just kept Sentinels off their balance for the entirety of this attack side.
This is GX at their best, without a doubt.
Feels like a 13-5.
With this play style.
Giants just have way too much of a... They're just way too good at this map. They're so proactive.
And Sandra.
Et je suis ravie d'accueillir à mes côtés 2 stars espagnols. À ma droite, Lembo, à ma gauche, Sandra, 2 streamers Giant X. Guys, Lembo, Sandra, what a pleasure to welcome you here.
That's so high. That's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to be this guy. He signed the Giants. He's like having a good time. He has a team to root for.
Most within the players. You know when times are a bit difficult to bring up the vibes in the team.
I think our little West Side, because he's the clutcher of the team.
I think that's pretty solid too. What about you, Lembo?
For me, Flickless is so important in the communication, and his calls are winner.
Du coup, sur qui est-ce qu'on peut compter finalement quand c'est un peu compliqué? Ils ont perdu la map 1. Qu'est-ce qui remonte un petit peu l'ambiance dans la team? Et bah, du côté de Lembo, c'est Westside et également Flickless qui sont là. On a le facteur Westside pour les clutches et aussi pour les calls, on a Westside. Donc on va ensuite pouvoir leur poser la deuxième question. I wanted also to ask you because we know that
a little bit of sloppiness. I feel like they didn't push deep enough into A-main on their A-main defaults. Neon was able to hold a lot.
I think Spanish and French people are the most enjoyer of the.
I mean, Giants just look really confident for fighting for A-main. So like it's like I know like I'm railing on Sentinels for not pushing into A-main enough, but I feel like
really beautiful fan base, right? Donc on voit que
Giants are just too good at fighting for it,
tellement passionnés à propos de l'e-sport, ils adorent ça, ils se
I think they would have found more success.
Pour les fans, etc. Et donc, qu'est-ce qui t'a impressionné finalement de la
French Game?
Tout simplement, ils sont
the one round where they actually got over towards B was the one with the triple split B. Through top mid.
Now let's see if GX can take the win on Sunset.
Sunset's definitely attack excited. There's 3 big parts of the map they want to default into. We have a bit of time. Maybe I could show you real quick.
To cover some Valorant. They have a legendary crowd, so we know that. It's only going to get more lively, I guess, over the next few days. Let's talk
I don't know why
this
Coinbase takes up so much resources.
Right now. A couple players we want to highlight. Westside.
But on Sunset,
Econ rating,
there's like 3 different places you want to like push as an attacker.
The amount of damage done as opposed to how much is spent on your loadouts here.
You can default into here, default into here, or you can default into here. A is probably the most important one. This is like the second most important one. Market's like 3rd, and like if you want a free ult door, you can default B main. So the offense just have a ton of good options. But for the defense, you can't really push mid because there really just isn't, there aren't really spots really to play, and like these narrow choke points are hard to like retreat back into because they're so long. You can't really push B main because it doesn't really do much for you. Like I guess it tells you it's not B, right? But like, and then you want to get one person posted up. Okay, no more yapping.
They have so
Sorry, I got lost in the yap.
Fast executes where all of the utility sequences are perfect. All of their timings are hit. They're really incredible on this map.
Yeah, it feels like.
So if you look at the map, they have a spy cam up here and a breach ready at the fault line. I think they're trying to fake they're going to fight for A to hope that the offense comes into B. Which isn't what happened, but that's a really nice first blood.
B main set up for Sentinels. That allows the west side to be extracted early, but there's Cloud standing tall. John at least controls any ingress towards that Boba area. And there's Zekin tucked in his corner. This is a pretty conservative approach here for Sentinels, but they are getting torn apart a little. Narrate lit here by the bolts.
Oh!
Cloud as he gets around the corner.
I don't think he was accurate for that. I think it was random.
Wow, Flick was able to dodge that out.
Now he got into the sights. Spotted out by Flickless though.
Oh my god, 1 HP.
To win that last engagement.
Is there a big Chinese team for Valorant? Oh, hell yeah. They just had mobile Valorant is out now.
They're still reeling from that first half.
Yeah, I like their decision.
And just as a reminder for my YouTube viewers, over on Twitch, if you have a Prime sub, feel free to drop it in there. On Twitch, we run predictions, which I am suck at maintaining, but we do run predictions, and we're going to do other cool things on Twitch, so... And we're on YouTube, if you have if you have a Twitch Prime sub, feel free to drop it over there. Join us over here on Twitch. I think it's a more updated stream as well. That's like a quicker stream.
GX, no investment on this round 2. Maybe if Narrate can collect a few kills, Sen could work towards an early nightfall.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Greetings.
Proactive here, getting some information about mid, but that tiles corner's been pinged already, and it'll be bang to take contact.
Conversely for GX,
oh my god, Nelson.
They can try to maybe round the world.
Thanks for the sub, Nelson. I appreciate you.
They can get towards that rolling thunder early. They've been able to get Flickless the one.
What are your thoughts on energy tomorrow? Their defense is looking good. I hope we see some Odins.
First half, that's evidenced by Zekin leaving it with 4
I have to put out now?
Except for when they win the eco on round 2 and then get subsequently eco on round 3 and the economy is cooked.
Pretty slow, very default coded look here for GX, of course. Hoping for something to be offered up by Sentinels, who are pretty patient. But they're definitely more leaned into the B direction.
What's up, Pokey Pusher?
Have anchoring presences here, including John once more ready to shut them down from Boba.
That's a big investment for apparently for Omen Flash.
That's now cleared.
Any cheaper, it'd be just me and a bottle of scotch.
Oh, it's a donation.
Thank
you, Ace
Cloud on the side. Somehow able to win these very unlikely scenarios, but Ara is contained by Bang. Matches his freak, so to speak, and Cloud at 19.
What do you mean, matches his freak?
It's caught on the side. Bang knows he's coming and is trained on
let's
that
die.
corner.
I want to see some Vandals.
Still not enough to get
good one. That's good damage, honestly. He took down 2 guns.
1 versus 1 moments. That'll be Sentinels convert on the pistol 1.
GX will be super happy with that. They get the spike down.
Thanks for the bits, guys. Any bits and subs all go towards the breakdowns. All go towards the breakdowns.
Easily
covering editor costs.
First ultimate that'll be
so we can make bangers.
Because
we only make bangers on the channel.
So not too bad for them.
I think this team has drawn criticism from some of the attack side calling from Cloud, and he's maybe sort of less experience being pointed out.
Alright, first full buy. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah, this is not the start that we're looking for on the attack side anyway. Now we get to see a little bit, though, of what's cooking, what's under the dome for Cloud. You mentioned that Hunter's Fury. Just a
I'm not going to find a whole lot of value with the full armors.
Line set up
That's a nice instant TB from Rubino.
A main.
Teleports from here to here to catch early timing.
A bit of a refight here.
And nobody can really hear it from the defense.
It's just a safer cross setup for the Sentinels defense at the moment.
Looks like they're just going A. Yeah, so from this diagonal angle or horizontal angle,
reactively here, or
Breach can stun anybody holding the line.
And now they can get more aggro with it, especially with that drone getting the information.
Okay.
I'm surprised Ara didn't go for that.
That's good reactive fault line that comes out from Flickless just to stop Sen pushing up. They really don't have any deep elbow presses. Look at them pulling back on A entirely.
Yeah, they're slowing things down, getting into elbow right now.
They don't really have information of top mid Sentinels here, so at some point
really
you're going to have to start looking over their shoulders.
This is good A pressure. See, like, Giants in the first half would, like, be fighting Sentinels head-on, and Neon would be pushed all the way into spawn.
Uncharacteristically slow right now for GX.
Sen is selling your elo.
Yeah,
you gotta pay strike. All my,
going to get the information on Aura in the corner.
I'm looking for decisive calling on this execute from GX.
So they're cutting noise. They're cutting noise to the fact that
some of that key util cycles
they're trying to make the defense think that they're leaving, but they could have left. Right, but no. 3 stacks here. Yeah, this is dangerous.
Ahead of that dark cover. Now the Paranoia comes out late.
Big kill on Breach.
Drop on Narrate, but he couldn't have been more wrong.
I wish he didn't peek.
The raid eventually falls, and there it is. Nice little flash through the smoke.
I wish he just tucked so Neon and Cypher could be here in time.
Of the side.
Westside peeks out, might be able to catch second.
Timing.
Gets the opening with the Outlaw.
Relay bomb might make things hard on the side. That's John downed. Westside sharp as attack, folks.
Yeah, he
and
likes Outlaw stuff.
Will hold his ground there on the side.
Is the fallback in A good right now? I think it's okay.
We had 15 rounds.
I mean, Neon had full B info. She
play.
didn't get pushed off the line. No cipher utilities broken.
Thought it would be hard to beat
I think
seconds
it's bad.
on map 1, but he might just do it.
Yeah,
why'd we show that?
Yeah, some interesting classic moments as well. The first couple of rounds kept him in the game.
I think had they gone, I mean, that's tough to say because
Gets that kill on
what if they're
there,
walking
and
up on
immediately
Fade. I
gets
wish
back,
Fade stayed alive
play
so
off
that
contact so he can
they had
swing
time for the
link.
teammates to come
Really
in.
intelligent stuff from him.
Going from, you know, bottom of the table in kickoff stage.
Any cheaper, it'd be just me and a bottle of scotch.
Should be studied. GX, it's unreal how they've come alive.
Oh my god, another 100
Now we're finally getting to see what they're made of in this.
I love your vid seats from here. I appreciate
John
that.
has the trip set up for backside control. We'll see if they
Thanks
try
for
to
the
make their way
biddies.
out at all. Second, I know John does get that catch.
Yeah, Ara in the corner. Still a lot of side control for GX. Now they are deep. They can anchor
I
in
look
the
tired.
post
I think it's just how I look.
Grabinho very mindful of a sort of off-timing push out of Boba though.
And Zelsis, he does
Every
have
time
that
you guys
full
tell me I look
kit to
tired,
get
you make me
back
think
in.
I'm ugly.
Narrate's still
So.
Prowlers to play with this Seas as well. Sen have all the tools.
Harness Fury though. Cloud going to try and preempt this now and spots out Fade by the looks of
That's
things.
a nice ult.
John tagged out, has the dodge away. Some damage.
I'm surprised there wasn't a
Sentinels
push off the
are
back of
against
that.
the clock. Need to get in here.
Again, a
Stinger
market
there
or
for
something.
Celsius, looks
Or a
like
breach
all
flash or
avoided by
something.
Flickless. He tries to get ahead of the game and so far not too shabby, but second is up on the side and demanding some attention. Brought down by Cloud. Narrate's got to step up in his absence. Don't bang.
Nice. Yeah, Giants are just too good at this map. 4v5 retake. Giants come out on top.
Round to bed. 12-4 for GX.
I got to see some of the duels here. I think that's what it came down to.
If Sen can't get it done there, they can't get it done at all on this map. It feels effectively over. GX just one round away. They're a 4-on-5. Sen have all of the initiator tools to get back in. Full kits used from both of them, and that's still not enough. Even then, Flickless not in the ideal position for that 1v1.
Doesn't matter.
Adjustment wins it out. Mental play from him.
I feel like Haven is such a wild card map to look towards our third here. Sentinels have to have put in some extra work there. When GX get to control the tempo, they look head and
Well, there's
shoulders
4 half
above.
armors to not a lot of.
Sen have just
to
had
get.
no inroads.
This is a
on
nice
map
scam. Nice one-way cam. It
whatsoever.
sees the
And
attackers
it feels like
first.
the second they
It looks
find
like
some
there
kind of
is a
advantage,
trap based off of something.
GX just absolutely stormed them in the round. And
This
it
camera
is
takes
done.
contact. Breach is ripping a stun. Except I don't know what
Game
comes off the
plans
back
on
of
this
that.
map are just genuinely fantastic on both halves.
Oh, should we see some? Let's see what happens.
It's going to work mid again.
Oh.
Already underboard.
Oh my
Sentinels here.
God.
Zekins opts to go out. Look for something.
Told you,
The
Breach is
setup was there for
overrated.
him.
Yeah, cosmetic stun. Just one taps him. Cool.
I mean, it was a good
Crazy.
trap. It was
8
just.
and 16.
And now after pressure,
Yeah,
mid,
Duke, I mean, I
GX
don't
is
know if
going
it's a
to
good
go
trap
back,
because
meet up with
the
rest
stun
of the
doesn't even pop
teammates
that
in
quick
B main
anymore,
try to
and it only
close
gets
this
one
game
lane.
out.
Some people could be in this lane right here in tiles.
Two pretty
guess
one-sided
Cypher
maps
could be
back
holding
to back.
fine.
If this round goes the way we expect it to.
It's unlucky, yeah, but if you buff stuns anymore,
Volatility's
they are
been
the good
introduced into
so
this series.
it's unlucky.
Okay, TP there from Bang. That gets him set up in Boba nice and early. Johnny's in that corner.
Ooh,
now.
nice early
Not
nightfall.
able to fully
We're gonna
clear
flood
it.
back in, I
Still
guess.
suspicious, mind you. But John will have the drop on the side. Cloud with the plant. Now, going to be forced out of the cubby by that after shot, and John's going to have to get active. Another side of the cage
Nice
set up.
spawn.
He does not want to show himself. I get it. But Ara and Cloud already racking him up. And John eventually
There.
falls. Zelsis pees in, gets one with a rolling thunder will put him to bed. And Sentinels, well, they let the keys in the car. They
It's
didn't
not the
turn
worst
up
map
the sunset, I'll
percent.
be
No,
honest with you.
Giants are
Invisible.
fucking nuts.
GX absolutely flatten them. Straight out of the
You guys
gates.
lost all of your.
It's a code hanger that leaves the American squad absolutely reeling.
360 ACS.
All right, everybody,
for
predictions
Cloud.
are starting up again for map 3.
From 9. That is an outrageous performance from the IGL for GX. Their gameplay on that map was phenomenal on both sides. The game plans that they had coming into this are beautiful.
Lot to talk about here. We'll go for a quick break, then we'll bounce back, and the analysts are
I'll
going to
give
get
you
us
guys
ready for a map 3 decider in
10
this
minutes
opener.
to fill it out.
Yo, say nice try. Oh, we lost against Eco.
There were a lot of ecos early in the game.
Sit down.
All right, YouTube people, if you want to participate in predictions, they're up on Twitch right now. You got 10 minutes to do them. Am I gonna make a video on this match? Probably not. It's just Giants do have a good. They have a good sunset. I mean, if they completely upset Sentinels, maybe. But I'm gonna do one on Paper X and Sage for sure, because I'm also gonna talk about the Sage buff.
Game changers.
What do I think Energy can implement on their attack side?
It's like a crazy experience, like making history. It means so much.
I don't really know. I saw the defense is really nice. They make good use of the Odin. So, cool.
The beauty of gaming is it doesn't
I'm gonna run an ad, and I'll be right back.
Good enough.
Everybody's getting a 4K.
I can go as far as I want.
That's what I like to see, baby.
全世界都会知道我们的厉害。
Are your Valorant esports instincts next level?
This man is a big player in big games!
Prove it. Put your game sense to the test with the all-new VCT real-time prediction game, Shot Call. It's a Twitch desktop extension available exclusively on official VCT broadcast channels. With Shot Call, you and your friends will be able to call your shots, score points, and earn rewards. Here's how to play. During the official champion streams on Twitch, open up the Shot Call overlay on screen to make real-time predictions by answering questions. Whether it's predicting a Forsaken clutch or correctly calling a site rotate before it even starts, you'll score points, climb a live leaderboard, and have the chance to win prizes. Play along seamlessly with Shot Call's built-in notifications, or open the extension in full to check your progress and see how other viewers are guessing. You can call the shots during Valorant Champions Paris starting on September 12th. Tune in, try it out, tell us what you think.
So narrow, all I needed was a little bump. It's a skill I've yet to master. With time I'll know what to become. It's up to me, and only me. It's hard times. So
best one for cashews, guys. Say goodbye to the cashews, everyone. Bye, cashews. Oh, we have Haven next? That's gonna be a banger. Hopefully something cool. I'm back, everyone.
In true Giant X fashion, they don't look the best on map 1, but they hit back hard on map 2, which means we will be going to a map 3. Cuba not having the greatest time, but he is telling everyone to buy the GX bundle. Let's go! I'm not biased at all. Go on, join me. Join me.
You know what? I'll admit when our team is bested. We've been owned. I fear.
And holy smokes, were they bested?
Yeah.
Their sunset just
there were
looks
so
really
many
good.
parts of the game where it felt like you had a lot of these players who historically do step up when things look bad. John delivered. He did his best, especially in the first half, to drag them over the halfway line. But everything after that was just rough.
And yeah, and there's a reason why EMEA fans are so excited about Flickless playing Initiator agents. He was so good on Breach. It actually annoys me that they took him off of it for Corrode. You never know what could have happened. But this is just classic Flickless playing at his best.
I mean, I think Flickless util was absolutely on point. I think the combination of him and Cloud, what they were able to do in terms of like the combo of like their ultimate plays coming online, just the sharp shooting, especially out of Cloud as well.
He had 3 Breach ults.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, in what?
Insane.
17 rounds. Yeah. In 17 rounds. That's insane.
But so nice from the team. And I think it all started on the pistol round for them. On a nice retake. Then they lost round 2, and we were like, oh no, this could be ugly.
Right.
But still, the West Side Sheriff is just the best in the game. Gets a couple of kills up in main and there, so it ended up equalizing the half for them.
And Ascent match.
And just continues to prove how good Giant X are with the pistols.
Yeah, and there was something about watching that round play out where you saw the first pick by Giant X and went, I don't like this. This has bad feeling written all over it. And sure enough, that bad feeling never really dissipated. It never really went away.
And then I think we ended up seeing them get to run a lot of these set plays later on. A lot of these aggro looks here. A little crunch maneuver, seeing the neon through main. While Groovy goes down into tiles. And I think even once they froze, they didn't fall out of space. A lot of teams would take that fight and fall away. Giant X just stuck to their guns up in there, and it was this
Giants absolutely
went so well.
Yeah, and I think there were 2, maybe 3 big
Giants look
looks
really
like
good on
this,
this map.
but then they also had a bunch of these little like
look at this.
traps at the beginning of the round where Groovy farmed.
Yeah,
he had so many good moments. This is the second one that I'm referring to, where they were very intentional about taking the fight to Sentinels' doorstep, and they couldn't find a way to navigate around.
And what I love about these rounds, so we just saw round 7 and round 9. And it's both of these early aggro plays.
What kind of buff do I expect from Harbor?
I don't know. Because in round
I think they need to give him an entire new ability.
Played that painstakingly
I don't know. I have no
where
idea.
they almost lose on
I thought
time.
it'd be cool
like 10
if
seconds
they
left.
And
it's surrounding that Cloud goes go go go.
Yeah, well, let's not live in the past because we're heading.
I think
it
it'd be cool if
Haven.
they made
This
it so
is
like
gonna
the
be
walls had low
decider.
bullet
And
pen,
again,
so they
GX
take
have
less
such
damage
a
and people spam through them.
old-school way of interpreting this map.
But I talked to some right devs and they said
It
that didn't
absolutely
work.
does. And I think
But
matching up
they didn't
against
tell me what they're actually
Sentinels that
doing.
have started incorporating the Viper that's getting a little bit more popular,
So I
at
don't know.
least in Americas. What
I
this
think
game is
going
going
through
to
the
be to me
walls,
is
I think
all
would be
about
good
A-main
info.
control.
I think it should
Usually
make a noise
Breach is
when
an
somebody
agent,
pushes
and
through
with
the
the Neon
wall.
2, you can
Like a
dominate
safer
the fight
cage.
over that space. But the
But I don't
Viper
know, we'll
wall
see.
that typically you're going to be seeing John QT put down is going to be that one that
It's kind of what his wall
slices
already
through
is already, a Sage and
There's going to
Viper
be a
wall.
big test whether or not Giant X can prove that they can force out Sentinels from that space.
What are my
early
thoughts on
on.
EDG? I
Otherwise,
haven't
it
watched a
gives
whole lot of
Sentinels
China
so much control over the map.
Valorant.
I think on the
So I don't
other
really
side
have
of
an
the map,
option.
you'll
I don't really have an
expect
opinion right
Giant
now.
X to
Hopefully they
take
can
control
pop off
of
this
C
tournament.
long a lot.
Change their mind.
Yunso, I think you were the one who were mentioning it. They're very comfortable with the flash dash, or the slide, I guess.
Yes.
But that idea
I think
of
next stream I need to have my
establishing
laptop here so I
control
could
early
like
on,
do
very
things
similar
like
to
look
what
at
we
the
saw in
paper X
Sunset.
stage walls.
The thing about Haven, though, is that it's a 3-side map. It feels a lot bigger. There are less places to get.
What the heck is going on there?
What the?
Oh, I would love to know.
What is?
But all I'm gonna say is, GX, if you can hear me, they're gonna go B. They're gonna go B. Be prepared for B.
What was that?
Yes, Uber and Wire.
Hey, freaking yo!
Save us.
Okay, well, I don't really see the problem with trying to provide Cubit with sustenance. That is pretty reasonable. I don't think he's got
What the hell?
to down a baguette, which is fine. Maybe puts him at a disadvantage out here in Paris, but hey, at least Kaplan is trying to feed the guy.
Yeah, Cuber got violated on stream.
So I think that would be very beneficial and sustaining for Cuban.
I don't know if we should have showed that to the audience.
I understand he's looking a bit emaciated, a bit starved. Sentinels Look, I mean, I'm going to talk about that last series of their playoff run, and
all right, let's see.
Dead.
Any shares? We're going to share from this Killjoy.
They'd suffered. Sunset looked just like that. So do they have what it takes to dig deep here and show us a great
triple B stack? What
map that we haven't seen much of them on in stage 2, but they have gone to this double controller comp. Aura, does he dare swing? No. Dark cover. Zekin wants to go in though off that recon.
All right, man. At the door, Zekin bypasses
it entirely. Split. I like
decides
this.
to get on out, drawing a lot of attention, and now they're going to make the dive
like
here
it.
through Garage.
Oh, what a wall bang!
All over him like moss on a rock.
I think the Sheriff on Killjoy is so underrated.
It's like swarming with red.
Yeah,
I think both comps are good. They both have their own
Sheriff
strengths and weaknesses.
Going through default box. Now 2 players from GX are doing face onto Zelsis. He doesn't want to take that duel right now, though. He can just take things easy, slow down.
Coming. That paranoia doesn't hit narrate.
Good paranoia.
Stand a bit of first.
Yeah, that was a really good paranoia, but
this again, surely not.
Yeah,
it's the Polish player alone.
So unlucky.
Zelsis waits for him to step out into the sun.
I'm always cheering for like the team that like the
a mildly furrowed brow for Sentinels.
What's the map score? It's 1 piece.
That was an
Zekin
interesting little
way
round.
better
That's
duelist.
a pretty classic move on a pistol. Try to sell that.
Yeah, each comp has their own strengths and weaknesses. The Viper comp allows your team to like lurk into areas of the map, like where you can lurk in a lobby and retake it way easier. But Breach is way better for like taking it off the rip.
That's a nice part of having the Sheriff though on these pistol rounds is that you can actually shoot through that default box.
But it's a harder comp to run.
Put that quick 2-piece together. Dangerous as always, but Sentinels at least get their pistol. That's what they came for. Nice little pivot there into C.
Neon or Euro?
So we have this gamble stack from GX that is based on this paranoia.
This map is this game is a big it depends
throw
game.
That out and 3 players are ready to swing, but it seems like Sen are probably going to be dodging that unless they go for maybe a late C split again.
I don't know if Narrate liked what he saw off that
C push.
recon. There was no Aldrone used on that C-long position though, so tough to spot this out. But with the spikes being left, very much a default look for Sentinels, and they are so... I mean, I think Cloud has kind of put the fear of God in them here about turning up in random places.
Like I said, Viper's just nuts.
Have to be,
I think she should get nerfed. Maybe cut her wall in half. Again, if you cut her wall in half, it still kind of does the same thing.
Clearing really thoroughly.
Chairbear, what are you saying?
They've gone ahead and worked all of long. Completely silent. After that, drone was early. Second caught, but quickly gets that shot off before going down to the classic.
No stone unturned to set on the side of the map, and Zekin barely gets out of that one alive. Now though, GX are going to have to play the
only thing about Viper is that you can't really play her in ranked because everyone just gets mad.
Nothing board up.
When was the last Viper buff? She doesn't need one.
To spend, but the gamble stack does not eventuate.
Hi, Jer.
Zelsis even waiting on this late little wrap through B. I have to say, it's tough for me to kind of rank where Center at with Haven in terms of
their
Viper,
I'm running out there.
Now. You know, map pool was something that Kaplan discussed heavily as an aspect of the game that they need to work on heading into these global events to actually get a trophy.
It's been nerfed City for Viper.
They played Haven twice in the second stage. It was against C9 and 2G in the regular, season part. They won both games.
Viper needs another
just
nerf.
A very small sample size. So I feel it's very
We'll probably see a little bit of
Waylay.
We could see her on Abyss. I could see her being really good on that.
Moderate success. They're sitting at a 3-2 record in stage 2.
You played Waylay, so probably in those matches, Arthur Morgan.
It's really tough, I think.
Dutch.
To try to match this
Dutch, I want to see some Waylay.
And I think also we've got to take this map into context of the rest of the series. What we've seen so far from GX when they get that lead, when they start to build up momentum. They look to be really good at just strangling you out of a game. On the defense side,
getting live Teets.
Anything special from them yet? No real set play.
Oh yeah, Paper X also played Waylay in Haven. Forgot about that. I actually have a breakdown coming out on them too.
The Sentinels, of course, still have a Stinger Bulldog.
Good night, Jared. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Zelsis does fully invest into getting that Vandal. Early recon, certainly going to be broken. Cloud taking the opportunity to spam through that standard A-long dark cover that Sen can use to claim this space easily.
So far, and this is small sample size of rounds, GX are a little less proactive. Again, it's a 3-site map. You spread a little bit more thin, losing a player.
I was going to say, you're going to see a Sojourn pretty soon. Sojourn's going to go through. It's not going to see anybody. You're going to see Neon or Breach or both run back to C.
Or even a 3-1-1.
At least we should. Oh, Cypher Cam went down.
Maneuvering all the way back to the C side, which was vacant.
That's pretty interesting. They got trips going across the map.
Will anyone actually be here in time to assist him, though? He wants to break the recon that might come in on that top left side, but it doesn't. It's just a drone, yeah.
Okay, well, they've got presence though. You'll notice that he's been joined by Grubinho.
They gotta push you backside somehow.
Plenty of GX players here now. They're going to be loose.
Oh, why are we swinging front sight?
Back and then forward, almost had the better of Ara. But the guy is a little too quick with it. West side, backside, caught out. And Cloud not inside. He is still making his way over.
Their backside hold just wasn't good.
Has the unenviable task of making his way into C.
Paperworks use Wayland Haven because it fits their playstyle really well. I have a video coming out on that. So.
Into backside, Sen really slowed things down.
Center 4 and 1 and pistol rounds.
Kind of played to their advantage.
Those always help.
They get a lot of clean fights at the end there. Without even caught by Narrate. Lovely little kill. And
that kill puts Narrate one off.
In terms of the orbs.
Keep going.
Bonus round converted for Sen.
Scanning ahead.
Yeah, it's this late recon comes through. And GX, they really, feels like they kind of try to overfight there, you know, with that double swing coming back default, and it sends patience.
Yeah, they just couldn't hold on to backside.
It does pay off. Getting that recon thrown backside after the drone had given them
what a save.
PTSD?
That's a deep cut, John. Any knowers?
That's a nice shot.
Okay, so sending out pretty slow. They were slowly enough that Ara's able to get in there as well. GX maybe just not ready for that tempo.
On this round, GX looks like they maybe want to explore down mid, try something more proactive, which has not been the case for them so far on Haven, in contrast to the style that they had on Sunset.
I'm not surprised to see Sen waiting for a push out of mid.
You've been waiting for my streams for almost 2 years? Well, they're finally here. They're going to be here every day. So
trying to allot the correct number of resources to the side that they think Sen's going to land on, as opposed to trying to get early info pushes. They're not doing any of that so far. Again, the weapons don't really maybe allow for it. But they've made a gamble stack that looks unlikely to pay off for them. And honestly, that lurk wall over on the B side of the map will keep a few of them there.
The Yoru and Neon pick, it really depends on your team's comp and your team's strengths and weaknesses. They're both very good agents.
Neon. West side has made his way into this backside.
They're both really good.
Yeah.
You can do Yoru or Neon.
Double controller with the Viper that has really been the trend.
It really just depends on your
versus the very classic approach to running Neon on Haven.
Running double initiator with
Breach and Sova. And I think a lot of people do have concerns when they see teams picking Breach on maps that aren't Sunset right now. And I do think that's valid, but GX have shown a real proficiency with that agent still, where their sequencing of utility is really effective.
15
the timings
FPS,
are
dude.
usually impeccable.
Get off of Microsoft PowerPoint.
They're certainly going to have to be if they want to win this map against Sen, who are going to be at 4.
I think the KJ choice over the Cypher is an interesting one to examine. The turret lets you usually on the attack side watch for any pushes out of garage, and lockdown is pretty awesome.
6 frames, but I don't know how you're
circumstances on that A side especially, which is so hard to get back into. But GX here don't really see any way to make an inroads on the map. Cloud always
how do you do anything on 6 FPS?
Particular way late in the round. No, it'll be GX.
You're better off playing on your fridge.
Hoping to hit the ground running in there.
What up, Nate?
Buy route.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, let's see if GX can finally stop this run of rounds the Sentinels have been on, winning both the pistol and the bonus.
Ops coming out.
Obviously gives you a crazy advantage in the series. The economy has
finally
finally gotten to a place where R can pick up that operator.
Yeah, Sunset was a disaster for Sentinels.
Definitely highlighted that on the previous 2 maps, how that is really a linchpin for this GX success
I
on
promise
defense.
you I'm not high. That's just how I look.
Just being
That's
able to
what
control
everybody
space
says.
somewhere so they can rotate.
Now the thing about the opposite, it's hard to get set up on A
players.
because of this line.
It is a little
But
tough at times when you're playing against this.
Neon
Viper,
Sprint does
having
allow
do
her to
it
get out
well
pretty
does
easily,
make
and we've seen
angles
the
on
best
A
Neons be able to do that.
A bit more difficult to work around.
And this is nice too. They set up a tripwire on long so that if Neon even gets pushed off, she can just sit here and hold this too. So that they can really just keep a stack here for the rest of the round, really.
Greetings.
Shock dart.
Thanks for the follow, guys.
From there, right? Similar to what we've seen before, a slower approach.
Drone then recon has been the cadence.
Drone on mid sees nothing. Stack stays on C.
Cleared, and Sentinels have seen or not seen enough.
Yeah, this drone saw nothing and they know a bunch of C, so Neon feels really comfortable to sit here. There's literally 4 people here. Sentinels really need to go reclear A.
Willing to do that on a previous round when they sent that sequence of utility on the C site. So now they're going to maneuver their way elsewhere. I think this is some really good calling from John. This B site is pretty open. Cloud wants to get in there.
Dangerous though. Yeah. Knew there'd be some utility draw out, but Cloud extends onto the side. It was ultimately a fake.
Then they full committed. I don't know if that's
a wheelhouse a lot in the past.
We're full committing on
GX, though,
killing the plant without a smoke front sight is
for real.
super
and they
troll.
get punished for it.
They have just been
Okay, well, scores 5-0. We're hoping for a 13-0 so I can make this a video.
Greetings.
Saving this off. Really
Why? Thanks for the follow.
excellent calling there from John, I feel. Just activating that same early
Sorry,
util on C that drew all the rotates
Oh,
on
he
the
hurt
bonus
him.
round
Yeah,
that they
this guy's dead.
converted.
Oh,
Wow,
no
he's even going to
way.
catch this kill onto Aura.
It's free, man.
But then
All right, hoping
drawing
for a
the
13-0.
rotates,
Come on, guys.
pivoting to B, but then after they're delayed by that aftershock, they turn around. All of those GX players who were drawn out, baited out, they collect the kills, pivot to C where they've left. Zelsis inserted deep. This was a really excellent round from Sen.
And obviously a decent time to make the fake play on B happen.
Nice.
Still the GX. Maybe that's something that also has come up to them in VOD review because it is something that Sen likes to mix in. Just a point of tension in this game where, for whatever reason, they are convinced that it's worthwhile.
Yeah, people don't know I stream. More Envy videos. Yeah, I got a Envy video coming out in a couple days. I'm just waiting on a sponsor to approve an ad, and then that'll be out. It's the Haven game where they played against Shopify Rebellion and they ran the harbor. It's a really it's an interesting video, but it's also a really it'll be fun. You'll like it.
Call rounds where they fully disrupt the plans of the attackers. So far, that just hasn't happened.
No, they've been trying to gamble stack sides.
They've been trying to
Smokes and Sentinels are the easiest roles to play. I disagree.
And they've been trying to flood on the buy rounds. We saw that on the bonus.
I think
we just saw
Duelist
that
is
on this
easiest to
round
play.
too. They all tried to flood back C, right? And so far, that hasn't been effective. It's just resulted in John having
Yeah, the defense is
free
really
range
nice.
across the map to lead his
Am I going to
team
break down the Sin and Fury 13? Oh, yeah, that's actually coming too.
How safe
It's
is it though,
just
pushing
about
off
done.
these sites as individuals or duos for this early info, for this disruptive potential? There's been no defensive
PRX
pops,
Waylay, yeah, that's coming
There's
too.
been no sort of very aggressive early round movements here for GX. In
Mason,
fact,
that's
they're not
good.
even
Sleep Swimmer's
working
good.
the map much for information passively.
The Gen G comp is super broken on
I
attack.
would like to see them do something
Viper
active
Town?
towards mid.
I think we're going to get it
mix
now.
that in. And yeah, I do think they're
My
going to
videos
do
have
it
a
here
multi-chamber. One
with
chamber for
this
sure.
half
All right, what do we
buy
got?
that they've got going.
Coming out of timeout.
There's no KJ
Defense go
turret
for
set
a
up.
mega push
Wow,
down
so
mid.
that's a recon paranoia.
Slide,
with a
Reinera,
stun
do we
from
breach stun
Aura
too?
into
Yeah,
the
we
window.
slammed
All
it.
of Sendo, they're stacked up towards this C side. Side is going to be totally free.
They slammed mid, and I think one shot turret just destroyed all of every
trip
tripwire.
But it is not
Yeah,
going to
so
be held
lucky.
by a single GX player. It is indexed
The
in that
next
mid
round,
play.
who they get the plant to?
I like the
Viper?
set play. It give a lot of map control over,
could
allow to
just
contain,
hang
and there's
back.
no pressure coming from C long because there's KJ util that can obviously read it as it comes.
This round is as good as
Nice.
done. Nice shot from
Viper has
Sentinels.
ult. Neon has ult. Viper's going to have ult.
Low HP.
Next round is basically.
Aura and Cloud.
Next round's gonna be hard to win for
Don't have a lot to say about this round.
Any
I
plans on doing
suspect
solo analysis?
Just as likely
As
to
an analysis
disappear
player
in a
making
puff of
decisions.
smoke.
Maybe when replays come out, I'll probably
Set
do
up
like
inside
Radiant
garage
ones.
here, and once again, there will be a
I've
player
seen
later
Chamber a
around
lot.
Sentinels trying to punish
Yeah, Chamber's
this.
nice.
But
Chamber's not bad.
looking in Zelsis'
Ooh,
direction.
nice shot.
And yet Cloud whips on him.
Oh my
Pretty
god,
unconvincing stuff for GX
I didn't
there.
see,
Set
I
play
didn't see
attempted.
Zelsis
No
get kills
result
or whatever.
yielded.
Dude, they got
Certainly
Killjoy
not
ult,
mad at
Sova
the
ult,
attempt, though. I
Viper
wanna see
ult.
them
This
go
next
for
round
plays
it actually is a
like that.
guaranteed
Yeah, but
loss for
how's that
Giants.
condition them now?
But a little
The
insult
whole
to
goal of
injury.
this Viper comp is to get
Zelsis
Viper
even at
on
the end
site
there
and
with
just
kill
have
with
her
death.
stall
Nice
the
lockdown for
retake.
this
That's
buy
the whole
round.
point.
They have the Hunter's Fury with the lockdown.
So Killjoy ult and Sova ult are going to get everybody off site.
GX have to play ahead
And
of that
Viper
lockdown
ult's going to lock up
potential.
the
They still
retake.
have it.
So if you're Giants, what you want to do in this round is get super aggressive so that
At least the option
Sentinels
to go
can't
for
use
one.
all their
Maybe
ults.
if,
So
you know, Cloud is one away
they
from
should
his
have some
Hunter's
really
Fury,
out-of-pocket
so
aggressive
that's
play
the
for this round.
lockdown.
If they
Get
sit
the
back
somewhere.
and
This
don't,
time
they're
they
going
wanna
to
go
lose.
very fast towards
Yeah,
it.
it looks like
They're
they're fighting haste
caught.
super hard.
Okay, well, Sentinels conditioned
Yeah.
to a little bit of a slower early round from GX, and don't
And there
really
goes their
see the
smokes.
mid-pop from
So
them
because
in
they're fighting
the previous
A so
one,
hard,
so
Sentinels
think
immediately
they
pivot
can
into a
still
C
play
split.
in that fashion.
And there's a stronger A fight from GX. I do like to see that. But this is a good response from Sen. They have gone so quickly towards this C side. Can GX
Okay.
flood in to support West side now?
West side Tux gets the perfect drop.
Nice. This was a way better round.
Lit inside that cage.
Now, if
So
Breach
he's
can
gonna
get a kill,
find
he'll
the
have
West
his
side,
Rolling Thunder
gets
for next
himself
round.
onto
That's
the
a good
board
retake ult.
kill-wise. John, not the timing would have hoped for, I suspect. And now narrate.
Ooh, Breach gets a kill.
Unsuccessful in trying to crack it
Oh god,
around
we have
the
8
seaside
ults. This is
open.
about to get
Finally,
crazy now. Yeah, I stream now. I'm going to try and stream as much as I can. So, for those of you on YouTube, we do have a stream up on Twitch. We're running predictions, so we're doing other good stuff. I think it's a more up-to-date stream as well. And our goal is to get signed. That's our goal. And we have to do watch parties if we want that to happen. So let's do it. Today's stream's a little more laid back. I think tomorrow's stream's going to be a little bit better, where I'm going to have my laptop here and I'm going to be able to write scripts and do all that. So I'll be able to work on my content while at the same time watching games.
A good example of how that
is aggression that GX were lacking in all this game. I wouldn't say that. I think last round though was a really good aggression. Oh.
He's there in the second Wyatt. Ara brought down.
Greetings.
Oh my god. We jumped Sova ult, breach ult. Oh, this is nice. Oh, how did he get out? Dude just moonwalked across window and lived.
Westside stayed fully committed out of garage, caught off Celsius, and now the neural theft buddy revealed these remaining two players. It's a 1v1. Oh, second won that round, looking very different.
The thing is, it took him 2 ults to win this round, so. Do I plan on doing more streams after champs? We'll see. I'm going to see how well these streams do to determine streams I'm going to do in the future, because I'm trying to come up with more content for you guys to watch while I do these streams, because champs isn't going to be here forever. So, like, I just recently got access into the EMEA Pro City, and they're allowing me to spectate their games. So I think that'll be cool to have on in the background while I work on my scripts. Because you have to keep in mind, I'm the one who writes all my scripts for my videos and watches them and breaks them all down. I need to be able to do that because I just took a month off my old job that allowed me to watch scripts and do all that stuff while I was there. It was a really easy gig. So I still need to be able to do that. So as long as I can do that while at the same time have my stream on, yeah, hell yeah, I'll have streams on.
That play exactly as intended.
And Ara considered picking up an op a couple rounds ago. Opted for the rifle. The GX haven't really.
GX downloaded exit lag in the timeout. Now you're getting it. This guy gets it.
They want to fight for this A lobby. Very hard. Gravino gets
the yo, observer, please. Oh, they didn't cheer his score. Oh no, he almost hit 3.
That's the best he can do to give John a shot in this round. The money starting to dwindle. It's getting a little low for Sentinels.
I think Sentinels need to slow down and use their Viper walls to re-clear space.
Away to the defenders.
GX, they are the team that can just suddenly
it'd be cool if I stream some of the reaction
game and take it over.
Oh, like us doing clips? I don't do that anymore. So I'm trying to free up more of my time to do things like this, like streaming, or doing more voiceovers, doing more breakdowns. As a matter of fact, I'm using that second channel that I started a while ago. What is Westside doing at spawn?
Not surging out in that long direction. Has to make a correction here for Cloud, and he's in.
I'm going to use that second channel that I started a while ago that has a keyboard video on it, and then I'm going to do Thinking Man's Valorant style breakdowns, where it's one take. I talk about the game. I talk about. The first one is going to be about Sage and her buff and how Paperwreck use it. Because we saw that today.
The number of ults that Sentinels have coming into this next 5. But, hell, they've had a lot of them for a while.
3 ults for 1 round is kind of worth it. Yeah, right now to cut the momentum and least. The thing is, though, they can't just rush into using their ults. They need to take it slow and chill. They tried fighting lobby this round, and that's not what their comp is good at.
More aggression from GX. But it kind of amounts to him cowering in the
stream is going to be so distracting? I don't think so.
Down and him with trigger discipline able to take 2.
Yeah, we don't
convert any further.
We don't talk about that.
Be a timeout here for Sentinels.
We don't talk about that anymore.
A cool position.
So like right now, while there's a timeout, I would have my laptop. It's like right here, and my chat stream is like the screen is like right here, so I could be typing, and then I look up and talk to chat every now and then.
We are getting what we asked.
You know what I'm saying?
We wanted to see.
I think I could pull it off.
Disrupt Sentinels in these early rounds.
How long does it take to make one of my videos? A long ass time. And it takes about 2 days to write one of the scripts. And that's if I'm like super locked in. And I don't just write the scripts, I also write all the notes for the editors, like what to do, what to add. So it's a lot.
Greetings.
Yeah, I feel like even if I don't talk much, I feel like you guys would still watch. I mean, I would still be here anyway.
Yeah, I mean, what, 5
Are we getting
minutes
a feet
ago,
review any day soon? Fuck, with enough subs, maybe.
Walk in the park. They were up 6-0. Every round was so effortless.
Yeah, Rollo Hutchinson, dude. So
Cloud is reaching out to put the collar on.
Yeah, it takes a long time. I don't do any editing either. It takes my editors a long time for these, so.
5 ults, though.
I'll talk a bit more about breakdowns in a second. But the Phantom's nuts. We got 5 Phantoms from Sen.
Looks like GX, they have a play to go.
They need to use these ults. They're burning holes in their pockets. So because the A fight worked so horribly last round, they're going A again.
Running it down, and John is just stuffed into that corner on account of the util. You know, they know where he's going to have
okay, well, they just lost their Viper.
Sentinels obviously planning a pivot based on where that spike's been left. Celsius Needs to stay alive for this lockdown to be a factor in this round. But he has to know Westside is playing close.
What a drive-by.
An important correction to flick to the head. That downs the enemy Cypher. Now this A side
Oh my
starting to
god.
crumble.
Oh my god. Stuns are so
Emerges with
stupid.
2 very important kills. That is going to put GX to the shot in this round. A real one now. As Ara gets close, wants the challenge, and Bang cannot keep up.
What a
It's
retake.
too pacey. Headshot, no dink onto
Oh my god,
Ara.
and
Doesn't
Zek can pop his
slow
ult.
him down for a second. Slides in. And they overdrive.
No, I'm getting enough sleep, guys, I promise.
Second wanted to
I
use
just looked
his
this way.
own ultimate, but while activating, is
Your
just
professor just
rushed
pulled up my
down by
stream.
Aura,
He's lost it now.
who
Hello,
opens
class.
the round, closes it. It starts off.
I feel like why were we having our right from the other side of the map? We're gonna heavy default A.
This is just what makes GX GX and such a cool
Especially
team
when,
to
I
watch.
don't know if they've seen pushes like that before.
John is
from
isolated on
team.
that C side of the
I
map.
feel
He
like
goes down,
we need to use these
and then,
ults.
of course, then feel like we just need to accelerate.
So I think a better call at
into
a timeout
A.
would be to fight A harder because it didn't work, and then you finally use these ults to take A.
By the way, that 2-piece he had was so sick.
No, I don't.
Without that, the round is lost.
Buffs don't need a Suns don't need a buff. If they do, I'll cry and
even in these
poop my pants.
eco scenarios.
Yeah, again, and started so slow. Map 1,
They're just doing it
Grabinho,
again.
but he didn't let it get to
And nobody's
his
holding
head.
mid.
He has stepped
Oh, God.
up both Haven and Sunset.
Surely somebody clears this.
Some part of the map, Ara has been taking liberties for
Like
the
Cypher's
last 4
holding his
rounds
garage.
in a row, and it's no coincidence that those have been defense side wins. Sen have also lost a little bit in that ult battery now. Still have a lockdown. They just have them now to get to the stage in the round where they can slowly work the map and set it up, and this won't spot Ara out. Honestly, this is an insane spot to be set up.
This is crazy. There are 2 Sentinels players right now.
John's going to die to this. Surely. John, please! Oh, he just doesn't know what hit him.
The caster's calling out for John to turn around. It's so funny. Now those guys have no idea where to go.
This is masterful.
He can just.
But if you look at Sun on the map, they realized that Nian probably pushed all the way through A, but he didn't.
How
no.
has that happened?
I don't know how this happened. Almost didn't happen now. I don't get it.
They're not going to get to cross for free. They've got to get past Cloud, and then final boss Ara is waiting there towards mid window.
This is so bizarre.
This is such a weird round.
30 seconds.
Oh my god.
Time and short, bang, deep in a
Oh my god.
Ends up being a 1-for-1.
They still need to get the spike to his side.
They're going to be Ara. They can't get past him. Second slides in, and he takes matters into his own hands. Spike recovered, but a pivot.
Where did Owen ult
wise
to?
one across the map will send them to see.
What is this round? Are you guys watching
Can
this?
sort of guess that it's bereft of defenders. Second has to stick this. No choice.
Caught by the trip, doesn't matter. Going to get the spike down. Now, how do Sentinels position themselves here? Lockdown.
Okay, we're using the
thrown
Killjoy
on
ult for this.
default.
I guess it's fine. You need to use it eventually,
GX, they
right?
really don't have an opportunity.
Except
to
I don't know what
break
you're
it.
gonna do with it,
Second wants to
though.
take the space that it's creating.
Doesn't want to over-push there. Cam dealt with.
Oh, I
Delta's
really wish
also
you would have pushed, kept going.
has to play a little bit slower.
Yeah, now GX, they have to.
Because Neon was kind of baiting for him, right? The camera cleared the close players. They wouldn't expect Celsius.
No one's okay. Westside is watching it.
Yeah, he's watching.
Will see the barrel?
Yeah.
Yes, wins it out.
That's
That leaves
nice.
second now.
That's good. That's
oh,
good.
God, you hate to be in this spot. Has to play long in the post plant.
I feel like Sentinels just didn't use their ults, like at all.
Tough to really spam this
Giants
down.
use theirs, and
Grabinho
Sentinels
on
just never
spike.
use
Zeke's
theirs.
not 100% sure exactly where he is. He's going to have this.
Oh my god.
What a crucial round.
That's a really good spam. That's a really good spam.
Gets the Vibe Merchant on his feet. And much of Sin City in the crowd.
Thanks for the follows, guys.
Got to be joking. No one from GX can connect the shot.
Oh, that's about
in
mid-afternoon
second.
for me.
Sprays them all down.
Early afternoon.
Jeez, they needed to come up for air though, didn't they?
I mean, that's how this run of rounds for GX ends.
I mean, they didn't really throw.
Going
It's
to
just
3-on-1.
it's just kind of
They got the
unlucky.
lockdown
Ideally,
out.
you don't want to. Ideally, when you're defusing the spike, you don't really want to defuse right on top of it. You want to defuse
Well,
off
they
to the
needed a
right,
bit
so
of
stuff
magic,
like that doesn't
Wyatt.
happen.
A drought of it.
Yeah, the Phantom's crazy. I told you the Phantom is nuts.
Kaplan made a gesture like, I'll take it.
That's a really
Not
good
how I
shock
wanted
molly
it
for
to
sure.
happen, but I'll take it.
But now they have no ults. I mean, they still have their Shovel ult. They've been sitting on over half. They have to use it this game, right? Or this round.
That's just fine for Sen fans.
Tens would never.
Now they're still in that Hunter's Fury. Also, if they ever get to a post plant, which has been tough, they'll have a pit. GX uncharacteristically played this round slow to start with. Bang, same sort of bait play. Onside paranoia, but Ara's there
We don't clear
to check
close.
if it's the real deal.
That immediate bolt thrown down so no one can try to trade. Needs to get out of the way
I mean,
of the
yeah, he
drone,
has to
but
get
he's
out,
a
but
little
he
bit
can't
too
really.
slow.
Viper's peek here, thrown inside B. Grabinho now going to be
That's a good
decayed
fake.
down if he lingers for too long. And Senna just hit
Oh,
it
he's
elsewhere,
calling their
leaving
bluff.
John
Breach needs to
behind
leave.
keep this
Yeah.
pit up. But eventually he's going to leave too.
Westside on the angle. No, Celsius is coming. He saw the barrel, and now he can use that cage to get back towards Plat. Wants to
Oh,
reposition,
no.
but
Why are we
a
coming
little
back
bit too
up?
early. No one there to help.
Really
goes
exposed
down.
himself. Really showed too much leg there, Wyatt. And Zach and Franklin was waiting for a drift at the back of the site. The cyber cage wasn't enough to obscure him.
John's low HP.
I was about to say, I don't think they have enough space. They're all just
Put
on
off the
site.
gas so far for Giant X. Serving this round over to
If Cloud wins
Sentinels.
this, I'll eat my
And
foot.
Cloud, the IGL needs to get into the side in the 1v3, already down to 70.
Oh my god. Oh, he knows where they're at.
That much we've learned today. But digging this high-low setup.
It's so hard. It's so hard to get rid of.
A late half recovery for Sentinels. They bounce
Oh, that
back,
was
gonna
so
take
close.
This man on your screen to get them there. Just a moment of magic from the youngster.
Yeah, you should always be using the Phantom. I don't know. Not always, but like it's very rare not to.
Crazy stuff so far.
Rubino ego in this ult was really
Take a
big.
quick break and we'll be back
That,
with
yeah, that
more
jump up was
of this
dumb.
decided map after this.
Yeah, that's not bad. Giants really brought it back. After losing pistol? Yeah, no feet. Sorry. I feel like every team should play Yoru on every map. I mean, yeah, Yoru is a crazy agent right now, especially in competitive play. It's just he's a hard agent to play. That's all. You really have to put in a lot of time to run him. So we're gonna run a quick ad. So we have about a minute. So. I really don't know how that works. Oh, let's end our prediction. Oh no, that was only the half. Oops. You get to keep your tendies for now. Okay, listen, you guys want to know why the Phantom is just miles better? Here, because... Do you guys want to know? Who wants to know? Spam one. Oh, I'm trying to avoid all the Nintendo Switch spoilers. Here.
Stop buying the Vandal. The Phantom is statistically better. Look, at Masters Bangkok, the Vandal yielded a 40% pick rate and netted 2,750 kills, while the Phantom only had a 21% pick rate, but 2,600 kills. How does the Phantom have half the pick percentage of the Vandal, but almost the same amount of kills?
Ow.
Well, there's 7 big reasons. 1. The Phantom has better first bullet accuracy, meaning at long ranges, the Phantom is more accurate. 2. There's 5 extra bullets in the Phantom's mag. More bullets means more chances to kill people. 3. When firing, the Phantom has no tracers, so you can spray through smokes without being worried about being shot back at.
That's pretty nice.
4. The Phantom is completely silent anywhere past 40 meters.
By the way, that's true. The Phantom has to be spraying away from you, not at you. A lot of people were bitching about that in the comments.
Making you more sneaky. 5. The Phantom has a higher fire rate. Who doesn't love that? 6. Up to 20 meters, the Phantom one-taps on full armor. I mean, how often do you take farther gunfights than this? 7.
Good
the
point.
Phantom and Vandal have the same lethality against half-armored targets. Now, if you pick the Vandal, you can one-tap at any range. And now remember, stop buying...
So, stop buying the Vandal.
Game over on Sunset. It was like 20 and
Reviewing his own
5 at some point. It was pretty absurd.
Yeah, I mean, 140
You can see the
headshots
spend
will
down
happen,
ratio
but
of
it's
1
like
second
the amount of
is
times you're
high
gonna get kills through
econ
smokes,
value.
you're gonna get more multi-kills, more
Again,
spray
it's tough not
transfers.
to.
Like, you just have to,
As the
like,
protagonist
accept
on
the
this
fact
map,
that that's gonna
13
happen.
kills, 7 deaths after that first half, and a disgusting, what was it, 1v3, 1v4
There's a
moment.
reason why Sentinels were running like 5
Keeps them with their
Phantoms
head
at one
above
point in
the
that last half.
sides.
And I've said they started this map winning the
Greetings.
pistol and then winning
The one
bonus.
player, thanks for
that
the follow,
gave
brother.
them that early 4-round lead and all of the momentum.
All right,
GX
let's see what's going on.
Goes without saying, but they desperately need to win this second half
Instacam
pistol
for
to stay in the
mid.
game.
Couple sheriffs from the offense.
Less of a gamble
Contact
stack approach
up along
here
with the
for
sheriffs. I like it.
Sentinels.
It's a long range angle. Cypher uses
Distributed
cam to
heavily
clear
in that
mid,
A
goes on
direction.
short late to wrap sight with his
Wrinkling
team.
here is actually going to be fruitful. They've got confirmation of at least one player pretty far into A long, and Ara has already set foot over the threshold of A.
Bang just ready to throw out that paranoia off some sound cues. Util exchanged, but no gunfire. Everyone's slowed down. Everyone's stalled out.
There's a lot of Util drawn out of the defenders, Wyatt.
Wow,
Larrett here
Eric.
forced to fight. Westside will get away and avoid the shock dart reprisal.
Okay, now Giants
All of
cut
A main
noise
is
to make
populated
it seem
by
like they're
tactics.
rotating out to go elsewhere.
Sen
Now,
at
because
the
they
moment
contacted up
have
here in the beginning,
much reason to leave,
it might
though.
work. Because they didn't make any
This
noise to get
cut
here.
at
So now they're
this
making no
time,
noise
now
when I
they
think they're
do.
leaving. And that's what it
That
looks like.
B-side
They actually
that
have left
could
A
open
completely. I
garage
think they have the
could
read.
open.
But no, A is just
Well,
free.
Hex have just
That's
picked
crazy.
the absolute perfect moment to get in. Exactly as Sen give it up.
Or Sen pick the worst moment to give it up. It really depends how you want to look at
Glass
it.
half full, half empty. Depends on your point of view.
Well, I think either way it's about to be spilled over the cobblestone.
And retaking with a Viper comp is kind of hard, so we'll see. Especially when you have Breach and Hell just dumping util. He's gonna. What does he have? Oh my god. Flash, Sea Blast, Stun. It's like, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, it's hard. That's fine. He cannot jump out of heaven. I guess he can jump out of heaven.
But makes some noise. He gets a
bit
of damage from Flickless, but not enough to write home about. And it's John Grabinho. 32 points of health left for the Moroccan mastermind. He needs to step up. He sees the shoulder of the Omen, but Grabinho doesn't give him enough to work with.
Yeah, retaking with the Viper comp against a Breach who's in hell with most of his utility is just tough.
They needed it with absolute desperation, and
I mean, they made it on site without using any Breach
perfect timing window to get into the site.
It was good. It was a good cut of noise to wait Sentinels off the site.
They were staying on A, and after enough noise cut, had to be concerned about that B side. The moment they leave, it's taken by GX. Flickless posts up in hell with that standard Breach util, that line with the, where you can throw the fault line into spawn. And by the time Sen get in, numbers are depleted, and all Grabinho had to do was even just waste time, and they would have won that out in the 1v1
Oh, there it is. There's the Outlaw. Makes Ecos unwinnable.
Outlaw always has it that second round.
And now, of course, we gamble stack. It looks like Westside.
I'd love to see the stats on the Outlaw above second round buying.
They're duelist. Be equipped as well as possible in the early stages. The double swing
yeah, it's not that Breach is good on Haven. It's like, well, it's an Eco. They should. Oh, let's see what the stack looks like.
Well, the Outlaw
okay, yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's not that Breach isn't good on Haven, it's just that Breach just isn't good. Check my, I made a recent short, one player. Go check it out. It'll explain it a lot better than I can right now. They just aren't, he just isn't as good as the other agents. What do I think is the most bot gun? Probably Phantom.
Minimal amounts of health.
Well, the classic.
Tells us here will look to simply exit the round, hoping to get some value. Even trade himself up. Never not shilling. You gotta respect it. Also the homage to Sufat BB, his quote-unquote boyfriend. As was discussed in the press conference, he was expressed some
people are upset
that Wolves couldn't be present here.
Yeah, the Wolves aren't here.
Seeing how they showed up in Toronto.
The Outlaw does need to be nerfed, yes. That's why I want to see some stats. I want to see, like, hey, the Outlaw is bought like 90% of the time after winning pistol or something.
Explosion, unless maybe Aura does go towards that B side. Nope, just going to run towards spawn. Hold up.
Yeah, do not buy the Guardian over a Vandal or Phantom.
Alright, thanks for the noise! There it is.
Breach buff to head info gathering? No, I think we need to revert the delay on the stun, and then I think he's fine. Or make his flash actually like pop. Maybe not as quick as KO's, because KO actually has to measure his flashes in order for them to pop, but I think having the Breach flash pop just a little faster would help a lot. And remove that stun delay. I don't know why they did that.
As clean as they needed it to be, they saved the crucial
Yeah, him and Sufat Baby are really good friends.
And now on this bonus, we're able to buy up a rifle for
Why don't you try coaching a pro team? Because I love sitting in my room writing Valorant scripts and not having to answer to anybody.
Cloud actually has the Outlaw this round.
I mean, if they paid me enough, I would.
Solo A main player.
Maybe once I get to a better financial state in life, I would.
Showing some
I would
real
coach.
Desire
I would try it at least.
Site, but they slow things down. John forced away.
It could be fun. I used to
compete.
There's an
Anaswarm in the default location that would also slow them up. And trying to get some early util out of Sentinels is never a bad call.
And you would imagine the alarm bot in that spot will often be broken by a shock dart from Cloud. That's usually the standard.
But notice how everybody's buying Phantoms.
Spot out Aura in Garage. GX are getting a lot of map control right now, but Aura goes down to Zelsis.
Yeah, just to send try and get 3 players on C. They've realized that they need to get in that B direction, and that's nice from Zek and Grabinho's. Mostly been good for their first one in this series.
Yeah, this is GX taking a lot of liberties on their bonus round. Going for some individual plays to turn the tides. Cloud going to be able to plant in this default spot, but now in the 3 versus 5, what can GX do realistically?
Only Bang and Zek susceptible to the one-shot from the Outlaw right now.
And of course,
play it safe.
You know, when you're retaking on this B side, that's where this Viper wall
can
come in handy as well.
There's no way
Sentinels,
that's right.
Natural smoke for main.
I think Breach doesn't need an info buff. He needs just to be a better brawler.
Tries to get him through the wall.
Oh god. I'm sorry.
On the other side. Getting him from
I'm
the
sorry.
side of the map. Zelsis will be slowed up to that effect as well. Caught in the
I think we're good.
But John says no more Breach util, no more Breach, in fact. Down Flickless, puts Sentinel the player advantage, but now they're going to deal with this setup from Cloud, and Bang was the only player not set up to deal with that. Defuse goes out.
Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to say that. Oh my God, I didn't.
No way GX
I didn't mean to say that.
Get away with a round win. 3 versus 5.
No way, Sen loses.
They convert.
I'm from the NA.
Sen with better weapons coming into this.
I'll take the blame on that one.
Ambitious little spam from Narrate. Flickless is just open holding the angle. Second peeks out. Celsius wasn't ready to be there for a trade. A little miscommunication.
The Viper Wall's not in play because they're trying to fight out towards
Teets
mid.
moment.
You can't tell me your protocols were dealing with the.
You know, this King guy in chat, he's know what he's talking about.
Ironclad at this point, at this level.
I guess in a way, there's some
Is this
justice
like a paranoia
that
play?
both teams win the pistol and the bonus round. So it'll come down to honest gun rounds as to who will win this game out. Oh my god.
The Outlaw is so boring.
Aura, putting them in position to convert here.
Light armor gets you there. I am a little nervous as a representative of the North American region. I won't lie. Ara now with the scope weapon back to hand.
Use X-Lag to watch the stream without lag.
Sentinels players.
Yeah. You know, the Outlaw is just so mega boring.
To take that mid.
Sentinels just gamble second open.
Bang, second working his way forward. Wants to close the gap with that stinger, of course. No one actually in this B site. Drone over top will confirm that.
Bang got in.
Aura wants to just draw out a little attention, a little spam, maybe find out if someone was hiding, wrapped around the drones.
By the way, if any of you YouTube viewers have Amazon Prime,
as is a commitment
could drop your Twitch Prime sub over in the Twitch chat.
Sees Ara coming a mile off and is able to down him. John, patient, collected.
Wow, that is certainly a retake.
Second now with that fast lane, trying to get Grubino.
Oh my god.
It's a bit of wayward. Ham-fisted.
Dude.
And Zels is now finally on the wrap. This spike's headed on to B. They are going to end here. West side, though, in a safe corner. Grubino has the line covered, and Zels only has a classic. This is looking terrible for Sentinels.
They don't have a gun.
Zels is just no opportunity to
don't die
upgrade
with
that
Outlaw
weapon.
pistol,
Flank from West side was perfect. Bang does a great job backside getting that first kill, and then Zekin hit a really quality relay bolt that connected onto multiple players. How many times?
I want to see what the retake looks like. I missed it.
By the way, in this series, it's like the 3rd time we've seen him do that.
Yep. Well, considering he only needs 1 bullet to kill someone.
Yeah, just hit him in the head. Just don't miss.
Yeah, the guy has been very resilient to any form of disruption. And GX, honestly, like a decent pivot after things start to go a little haywire at B. They don't leave the site. Just a little reposition.
Spam being exchanged. Cloud, if you can get this orb, is going to have the Hunter's Fury. So GX, they want to get that
they got a
long
bunch of bolts
control,
now.
smoke it off.
I wonder when they're going to use Viper
Make sure
ult.
they have that tool.
Thanks.
Ara with a judge here.
Panda, thanks for the Prime.
And the overdrive, of course.
Yep.
So can just
I appreciate it.
use both of them when he pleases. After shock to
That's a good C-Blast.
A common turret position will do
turret.
so. So that's some passive info
Greetings.
gain that Sentinels would have had on B now.
Thanks for the
removed.
follow. You subbed before you followed. You're actually the GOAT.
John has to watch it. Giving it to him. Okay. Ara says, well, that's probably a little bit more than I expected.
I wonder what triggered the
He's
push
from
on
the
C.
fast lane and plays. He's got no interest in trying to recover that weapon. Overdrive will suffice for him late in the rounds when push ultimately comes to shove.
Was it because they lost A?
Now, what is the move? Paranoia and Breach Utils used on A to try to draw these Sen players away from the C site, where GX are intending on going.
Westside knows
The
he's
Giants have
because
something
the
to wonder
alarm
right
bot
now.
is now no longer effective inside Garage. Zekin's got to take it up himself.
And Corbino, he had that from the shadow, so he can use that Paranoia on A and get right back to the pack on C. So they have full ready to get in that site. And they've got Westside, this late lurk through Garage. Flickless
Greetings.
might even be a second player. Maybe Westside goes first, takes
Thanks for the
contact.
The timing here
Yeah,
is
dude,
beautiful.
Sentinels are in a blender.
Westside so patient,
They need a
so
big run from
calculated.
somebody. Banks
Emerges
33
just
HP.
as John had his back
can't even
turned.
save.
Here
I think
come
that knocks it
Giant
with
Eggs.
another
They are
save.
storming into the rest of the map. Looking really
The predictions are looking pretty, you know,
Giant Eggs are always going to come
YouTube
in
frog
with some
coming
kind
over
of
the
cool
stream.
set
I
play
appreciate
around
it.
their ultimates. They've
YouTubers, if you got Amazon Prime,
this time,
Twitch Prime on me,
it was
please.
working into C long,
Are you a coach for a
posting
team
up
yet?
Aura.
I just like the
Yeah,
game a lot.
re-clearing
I used to
the
compete,
judge.
was
That
making
is
breakdowns when I
miserable.
competed,
But
and
then
these
from there,
blew up,
it's
so I just started
GX
doing these instead.
running their Omen, their Breach over towards A long. They use the stun, they use the Paranoia, they're drawing all that attention from the shadows. Grabino.
I actually have that hat. Should I rock it tomorrow?
They hit into that site with the Hunter's Fury. Every time GX have the ult rounds, they're always going to throw something unique at you. They're always going to have a cool set strat.
Timeout here called by Sentinels. They have the
I
resources.
don't think Sentinels have been bad. They've been number 2 on A
into the next round, but likely
consistently, and they've been going to every international event. I don't think that's bad.
Not full util. This is about the
yeah, I should rock the wingman cap.
Important as it gets
I'll
for
bust
the
it out
North
next
American
stream.
squad. Can they reverse their fortunes now? But so far they've struggled to really adapt to what GX are throwing at them. It's just a play style that they're a little unfamiliar with. As was evidenced with those 4 defense side rounds won by the EMEA squad.
They just get completely worked across the map. I mean, they absolutely bought into that fake. Second was in garage, sure, but he's just smoked off. He can't do anything.
Let's see what the adjustments look like.
It's like GX are getting a lot of what they want here.
Drop to 7. Thanks for the follow. My day ones.
Free judge pick.
My day ones.
It being on a Killjoy of all people, which meant that Westside could actually, pull a player into garage.
All right, let's see what the plan is.
Thinning the defensive
Viper ult. Oh no, we need to use Viper ult, surely, right?
Cannot afford to lose Senti so early.
I mean, we need a defense. We need a round on defense.
Basically fully invested into this, not the best weapon.
Oh my god, what an ult.
But they do have this Viper's Pit to just control all of that short A side.
Jesus.
And GX, they could just try to heavily index and fighting through long if they really want to get into
There's no way they push
into
through
this
that.
round.
There's like 4 different cubbies you can hide in. You could
require
be in.
the
You could be
attention of
here.
a second
You could
player
be
to
up against
stay
this
on
box.
A.
You could be in
Someone
this
needs to be
corner.
looking at long. John needs to know what's
Oh
going
my god,
on.
yeah. There's no shot they push into this.
So Narrate has to be back at A jump spotting for eternity, basically.
And I understand that Sentinels do not want to have to retake the A side of the map, but like you mentioned, it can leave them a little limited elsewhere. I mean, look at how passively Bang is holding B. Only the Killjoy util on the C side, but there's going to be early warning there, at least for Zelsis, who's not offered himself up as a
Are they playing retake on C?
frag early. Linebot spotted out. They're going to accelerate into this. I don't know if Sentinels can respond quickly enough. We're about to find out. Straight to the Nana Swarm they go. Some spray air out from Zelsis. Ara took a hit, but most of that is decay down from the poison orb. West
Oh my
side
god.
has eventually fallen.
Just
Zelsis,
crazy spam kills.
he's
The
sprayed
smoke,
through
plus
that
his
smoke,
mollies.
yields a kill.
Flickless quite low on HP as well, but one away from the Rolling Thunder. If there's a way that he can find a kill, that could certainly be enough to convert on this 4 versus 5.
Every other Sen player also 1 orb away from ult.
Nice aggressiveness.
Look at that confidence.
Not allowed to swing into that as well. There's no response. Ara doesn't link it for long
Oh my
enough
god,
either
Ultimate
way.
is going to
Grabino in
destroy.
trouble, though,
Oh
getting
wait, how's he not getting spammed?
that molly. Flickless has to stand tall on the
Oh
side.
no.
His teammate is
Did he
on the
pop it?
outside of that smoke, so needs to pick
Oh, he
them out.
popped his ult.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing it again. Hunter's Fury.
Oh
Sure,
god.
Cloud doesn't repeat the Zekin from back here.
Oh no.
Spike location. The
Doesn't
smoke comes down.
And also, when I said, oh no, it was because Flickless used the ult, but
Yeah.
he died before it went off, so he lost it.
He lost breach ult for
That
absolutely nothing.
is
God, that's
brutal.
so bad.
I feel like that happened to Zekin a few rounds back.
If I was a pro player,
He
or
tried
already
to
Sentinel.
pull out that overdrive and died.
Yeah, it did.
I used to play Sentinel all the time when I competed, and I was the IGL for all my teams.
Oh, yeah. That is
So probably IGL on Sentinel.
real rough for GX
Or just play Sentinel.
now.
Or
6
smokes.
snake bite in the corner. I think that forced.
Yeah, that forces
Flickless
Grabino
out,
out,
Grabino out, brother.
out in the open, yeah. He had a
that's
paranoia
so
ready as
unlucky.
well for the choke, but he just had to run out.
Not too shabby from Sentinels. That's the round they needed.
Insta push down mid, break Cypher cam, run away.
Like play there for a second with Zekin pushing down B, but not going to happen.
All the KG util over at A, so Sentinels don't have to over-invest in holding that
Killjoy
site right
ult, but
now.
we're-
Looks like Zelsis is going to drift off of it pretty early.
And I have a drone from Narrate that's going
wonder if
into
they're
A
playing
long.
retake,
It's of course not going to spot anyone out, so
Yeah, I
they
think
can
they're playing retake,
definitely remain confident in just playing other sides of the map.
They have nothing to break it with.
Zelsis might be hoping for a lockdown mid-hit here to disrupt.
Yeah, and with this
Or maybe they
Zelsis
do have
position,
something to
he's
break it. I
keeping
kind of wish
Alarm
Cloud didn't go
online, and he's
full
also
armor. He
in
can go
position
half
for
armor
the
by 2
lockdown if they
shocks,
need to
and then they can
retake
break the
on
Killjoy ult
A.
on
So
A.
they're just cool with playing over towards this C side. Second back site.
They might call for a Narrate Hunter's Fury here from Spawn. Second though, holding on it. Might have hit this heard this TP come in. There's Cloud spotted. Yep,
Look at
Hunter's
this
Fury
in.
going to come from the Spawn side. Grabino walks into the sight line of Zekin, reveals himself, even though it was John that took the kill. Now looking to anchor. This Hunter's Fury slows things up for GX, but they are committed to this side.
Nice. This
Zekin
is a good
more
back
than
channel.
happy to hear it. There's the step up from West side, and
My
the
bad.
anchors are down.
Oh, why don't we float in?
Recon broken. Descent try to get back in while the spike is being planted.
They know
No,
he's going to be
can't
there.
right now.
Shock dart though, not enough to clear him out. Narrate is down as Cloud just finds the
good
timing
ult.
to leave that
Do you
corner.
have anything for spam? Do you have any smokes?
The lockdown is going to
Bang
give
us a
that
smoke.
control. Back to the
no
defenders.
util. I don't know when Silver Recon's coming up soon.
Just going to come down to spam.
No, we have Silver Recon. No spams here. Spam stun.
Expectation set. Yeah,
or Recon stun.
Disrupt util-wise.
Cloud gets that Recon back, and the fault line is up.
Delta's lucky to be alive as he's able to get away. Recon doesn't reveal Bang, so he goes for it again. But look at the crosshair placement for Cloud. He basically knows exactly where Bang is. And
that's some really good spam. Wow, the Giants are running away with this.
Every contingency accounted for GX.
Is Breach in a weak state right now? Yeah.
Round number 19.
100%. They need to buff him a little bit. Imagine you did a video breaking down one of your old matches. Oh god. I only had the footage. That could be fun.
He went in with one of those breach flashes, but goes down right away. Then there was a cage spawn. No one could flood. No one could help. Then they refight backside, claim the kills on the anchors.
Yeah, Giants are playing really well. Who do I think has the best ult in the game?
What they've got remaining, not very much. It's John with a hero rifle. He certainly had some heroic.
She single-handedly alters how you have to play around.
Gotten some pretty sick multi-kill rounds so far today.
It's time to dig deep. If you're an America's fan.
Orbs is pretty good for 7 orbs. Maybe Phoenix, because
Phantom.
You get an extra life every 6 orbs. Sage is really good. Maybe Sage.
At least this stack
look like
on
you're
A
high. Yeah, I get that all the time.
GX have shown less of an interest in bouncing.
Maybe I should just start smoking.
They tend to commit once they dip their toe in.
That look good, thank you.
This breach is going to be something that Sen have to contend with. It's dangerous to anchor against it, Wyatt.
But they are gambled correctly. 4 players ready to go here on this site. Do GX sniff it out?
Did they see the second player there? I think they've had enough. Well, Sentinels, how long does it take for them to read this?
Yeah, they don't want any of this site.
They have Silver Dart.
They are out of there. Now with some.
Now would be a good time to rip it.
C, totally empty.
Why aren't we ripping Recon? I feel like using the Recon now would help you know where the stack's at.
Celsius is going to hear a fair bit of this.
With 40 seconds left.
He'll know. He's even pushed ahead of the Viper Wall on the B side of the map, so might be looking to wrap around. Full retake for Sentinels with Overdrive and a Phantom.
Despite, unfortunately, having wasted that breach ultimate rolling thunder a couple rounds ago, Flickless has made a lot of progress towards getting one for the end of this game. Could be used at a pivotal moment to close this out for GX, but right now they have to win this 5-on-5 retake. They have the better weapons to do it.
So far, West Side's able to get clear of that paranoia. Flickless was impacted. Here's the push backside. Ara, just the player you want.
There's no flashes, so.
Of Sentinels players.
There's no flashes for the Neon to come out.
Bloody trounced.
GX just stopped.
Giants have all the momentum. It's not even
fighting
close.
together, swings from all angles, overdrive, no value. Zekin has had no opportunities on this map to make anything happen with it.
And the only reason I say use the Recon there is because you have the core stack there, right? So you can use the Recon. You don't have to save it for the exec because you have 4 players there. You know what I mean? You use it at that time. By the time, if the attackers are going C, you'll have another one recharged by the time you guys end up going C.
Sen, who we absolutely expect to be at Champions, versus a GX who we still don't know how the hell they made it here.
And honestly, the work that GX have put in over the last couple of months is really showing fruit.
No, we certainly get it now. Hunter's Fury from Cloud coming into that. Sight not getting any tags. GX will slow things down for but a moment. Relay Bolt now are through.
Sen have lost their re-clear info though off this overkill. And GX don't quite have the stall for the post plant. No controllers up for the attack side here, and yet that allows Bang just to peer into the mix, see what is there. West side served up. They'll stay in the site. GX more than happy to fight tooth and nail for this space they've claimed. It's going to be John looking for a timing for a swing. Again! It's these refights in the site where GX are just better.
Now it's just Bang. Has to clear Graffiti, but there's a crossfire from the drop. He gets that first.
Oh my god, I saw it for a second.
The adjustment isn't there. It's as you say,
is
GX,
another enemy video in the making? Yep, coming out in a couple days. Don't like the new HUD? Yeah, it's neat.
They no smokes,
like
no paranoia, nothing to give them.
I don't like that the money's on like the far edges, so it's harder to see. GG, I'll run another eco, I think.
Getting crucial kills, besting Zekin here on this final map of the series.
Yeah, last game was an insane confidence boost.
One of the best duelists we've ever seen on the global stage.
They're in the zone right now.
Outperforming him right now on Haven.
What a showing. 21 and 16. Outlaw to hand, overdrive in the back pocket. Should have been required.
I could be wrong on this, but I do think Sentinels are doing a poor job of holding lobby control, so maybe they're holding
nicely on this defense side.
They try to push Zekin down C. We saw that earlier from Giant X, but it just does not quite work as well for them. And now things have been slowed down.
But I feel like whenever I look at the minimap, I never see Sentinels actually holding lobby. They're always like spread across the map.
Gonna get a lot of action, and there's Ara once again, steps up.
Dude, Sage's outlaw knowing that Sentinels are going to be forcing whatever they can.
Pinked out, no, he's there, he's cut down so easily, it's on second again.
Yeah,
2 kills will have to be enough
be
for John and Zelsis to put it together.
West side on the lurk, isolates John.
West side!
Zelsis miles away, only has
mustard,
the stinger.
Yeah, I don't know how you pull this off.
Flickless even has the rolling thunder on account of the plant. This one is as good as done.
Not the auspicious opening that Sen City were hoping for as they took to the stage here in Paris.
Yikes.
But it's much the same fashion that they'd limped out of America's
I told you Giants look good.
Question marks over the map pool. Question marks over the
I'm a
individuals.
little disappointed too.
Question marks over their
Giants are a good team.
prospects. But now we have an answer. At least for now.
Up against a GX team that finished 7th, 8th in kickoff, 9th, 10th stage 1.
Oh,
they
God.
bring in Aura, they bring in Flickless, and they just won their first game at Champions.
And it just turns
That's gonna
out
feel
the
good.
Giant X of the Goliath in this parable. Sentinels completely neutralized. Often disrupted, set off balance by these aggressive push-ups for Giant X on the defense side. And then on the attack side, they get to lean into Ara's dueling potential. 286 ACS, 22 for 17, with 10 first bloods.
That is an unreal stat line to put up for Aura in his debut global match.
What was the stat line you put up? That's so crazy.
What a stunning showing from GX, who display, I think, their unique, captivating play style with all of that aggression on defense, so many cool set plays, really well timed, impeccable utility that is a nightmare to deal with for the opposition.
Getting out of this group is far for a sure thing
on the second half, 100%.
Now.
ZQ,
if they're going to do it, they have to get past either this team again
That's
or
tough.
Paper Rex. They
GX
find
are
themselves
definitely
in the
underrated.
early post
I mean, weren't they number 1 in the EMEA or number 2?
4 at best in this group. Not where they want to be, not at all.
Everybody's
the
picks them are
legacy
destroyed.
demands more
Not everybody,
from
but
Sentinels.
us
But
in
so
NA.
far, Giant X have put in the work. No one could deny that. Going back to the well, to tier 2.
And if you're Sentinels, you still have to beat Paper Rex.
Disastrous stage 1. And I'll tell you what, Pipson has
Well, you have to beat out one of these teams.
I'm so impressed by this GX team. These are some of Sen's best maps as well, by the way. They have an overlapping map pool, and they were able to beat them in this fashion.
Let me just end stream.
The sunset set showing from Sentinels is going to haunt them. We're still iffy on that map. We don't know what to
Alrighty, guys,
expect
before
from
we
them.
get out of here, I do want to say that I am streaming every single day at Champs. So be sure that you are followed, subscribed, all that jazz, so that you're here, you don't miss any of the games.
He started really slow.
So solid, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be here every day, so watch you from school, pay attention to your classes. Who should we raid? We need to raid somebody. Who do we raid?
Bounces back, has a great showing on Sunset.
Who do we raid? Somebody tell me.
We're starting to see the value of picking him up. Obviously, Grabinho
I'm
with
gonna pick somebody.
Heretics in the past, right? Has been in the scene for quite some time. One of the more veteran individuals at this level, I think, come out from Koi this very year. Giant X have put him in a great position
Greetings.
to be that